Mic testing 1 2 3. Hello. Mic testing 1 2 3. Hello, and welcome to another live stream of SYWK podcast. My name is Desmond, and in tonight's episode, we are going to discuss some amazing horror stories. If you would like to share your ghost stories, or if you would like to come and just talk something about the paranormal world, please do join. You can click the link in the description, or else the link is there in the chat as well. So do join the link, and I mean, don't do what am I saying? Click the link and join the stream. Okay, so for people who are or are what am I saying? For people who are on Instagram, please make sure to join me on YouTube because I am mainly live on YouTube. So I'll be waiting for you guys on YouTube. So back to my YouTube family. First of all, let me know in the comments below if you can hear me. Then, if anyone would like to say hi, hello, you can say on the chat right now so that I know who all are present. And if you would like to join in, please do join in. I would like to tell you what all I am going to do in tonight's live stream. Basically, I have some horror updates, so I'm going to give you a particular update which will be interesting for you guys. Okay, then if you guys to read horror, I have a book which I would like to suggest because I have started reading this book this week, and I would like to suggest you as well, so that once I'm done with reading that book, then we can discuss about that book. Maybe I can create an episode as well. So a lot of exciting stuff for you guys for tonight's live stream. Also, I have two stories, basically three stories. Okay, if there is time, then I will explain, not explain, narrate the third story. But again, there is an issue now with my camera. I really don't know what is wrong with my camera because it's lagging right now. I can see it, and this is the biggest problem which I need to start. Give me a minute. I need to work on my camera. So for now, I'm going to switch back to my fuck all camera, which is there. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm changing my camera to my laptop. And here you go. I'm back with the Fakol camera. I have connected my Sony camera, but I don't know. There is an issue where the camera is lagging. I am speaking, and then the video is playing little bit later. So I really don't know what to do. So if anyone is there, please comment and let me know if you're there. So I will be sure that someone is at least live on the stream. It should not be that that I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, Karan is there. Karan is saying, is the camera overheating? I'm really not sure. Is it because of that? Can you help me with that? Because I do have a Sony camera which I have connected, but I don't know. If anyone can help me solve the issue, then it will be really helpful. But for today, I am going to be using this camera. But for next stream, definitely I'm going to work on this and I'll try to solve this issue. But let me go back and see if I can switch back to the main camera. See, now I am gone back to my old camera and then it's lagging. I don't know what to do. Let's go back to the old camera. Okay, Karan is saying lagging can be caused by overheating. I guess so. So what am I going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera and I am going to try to cool it down. But the thing is, I was not using the camera throughout the day. It's just that now I started and I started using the camera. But this is the problem. Every time whenever I go live, either the camera is not working, or either the microphone is not working, or either the system is only not working. Once though I went live and then suddenly I just got disconnected, and like a fool I'm talking, and then I seen on my phone that my live has stopped fully. So it is very confusing and irritating. And worst part is everything I have to see. I have to see the camera, I have to see the chat, back end, everything. So it gets irritating. For people who are there on Instagram, I would like to tell you once again that I am mainly live on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio, so go click on the link and join. And for people who are on YouTube, namaskar. Fernandes, Mrs. Fernandes, how are you? Last time also you came on the stream and then you disappeared. Do you have any story? Please do join in. Karan, I guess you don't have a story, or do you have a story? If you would like to share something, then please do join in. Anyways, still people don't join in. What am I going to do is, firstly, I am going to give you an horror update. Okay, so for that, I need to share the screen, so give me a minute. I am going to share the screen. And the problem is, the website which I'm using, StreamYard, sometime it lags, and I really don't know, because when I used to use Zoom, it used to not lag. Camera was fine, everything was fine. But then Zoom, it comes with a price, so it's very pricey for me right now. That is why I'm using StreamYard, which I'm right now on a free plan, hopefully to come up, hopefully to get the paid version very soon. So yes, so I'm going to share something with you guys. If you can see the screen, please let me know in the comments. Alex is here. Hey, Alex, how are you? Really loved Alex's story in my last stream. If you have any more stories, Alex, you can do join in and you can share some of your stories, because your stories are really, really amazing. I like your horror stories very much. Thank you so much. If you have any horror stories, you can join in. If you just like to have a conversation with me, you can join in. You can, just come it will be a fun conversation. So now to begin with, firstly let me know in the comments if you can see the screen, if it is visible. Should I change the setting? Should I make my face? Okay, just a minute. Okay, can you guys see it? Yes, now you can see it. Wait, I will change the setting. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. If you cannot, I'll try to zoom in. Okay, so basically, there is a paranormal investigator. His name is Sarbajit Mohante. Okay, and he is one of the renowned paranormal investigator in India. This is his account. Okay, you can go follow him. You can support him because he is one of the best paranormal investigator, which I follow. And he goes to different places and he investigates. Okay, this is his account. So now what he is doing is he is basically having a ghost encounter tour. Okay, so he has gone to different cities. Now this month on the 22nd to the 25th he's going to Jaipur. And in Jaipur, I think so, he's going to Bangar Fort. Okay, he's going to different places in Jaipur, which are the most haunted places. So if you are not doing anything, and if you would like to do something different rather than just going on a normal trip, if you want to go for a trip where you're going to get scared, where you're going to enjoy, plus you're going to meet new people, and people who like horror definitely will be enjoying this tour. So do check it out. The paranormal investigator name is Sarbajit Mohante, and the link I can share it in the chat. Just give me a minute. I'm going to share the link in the chat. Okay, the link of the Instagram account is there in the chat. So go check it out. Okay. Let me see what Alex is saying. Alex is saying, I will narrate next time. Let the others get a chance today. Hopefully, if there is anyone, I'm waiting for you guys. Anyone who's there on Instagram, please do join me on YouTube. I'm mainly live on YouTube. So let's continue with the live stream. So the link is there in the description. Okay, as well as the link is pinned in the chat. So if anyone would like to join the stream, do join the stream. Meanwhile, I will be giving you the horror update. So yes, this is something really exciting, and if I would be in India, for sure I would be going for such kind of trips, because it excites me, going to haunted places, especially with the paranormal investigator, where they have their equipments. They will give you the feel of what they go through. And if you get scared easily, then you should not go. If you are brave enough to go to such places and to go to such tours, then you should check it out. Okay, now going to the next update. I will stop the screen. Going to the next update. Now, let me know in the comments who are there from Mumbai. If anyone is there from Mumbai, let me know in the comments. I know Alex is from Mumbai, but if anyone else, there is an exciting event happening. Okay, for people who are in Mumbai, and even people who are from from other cities, they can attend this event. Okay, the I hope you guys can see the screen. Okay. Now, I was talking about the paranormal investigator Sarbajit Monte. So basically, he himself and his partner Pooja, they are, sorry, they are creating an event. It's like an conference event. I'm not sure exactly, but it's like an event where all the paranormal investigators, horror writers, filmmakers, all kind of people meet there. Last year I had got an invite to host the event, but unfortunately I am in Muscat, Oman, and it is very difficult to travel to India. Hopefully in December I will be going. But if you are there in Mumbai, you need to check out this event. It is on the 30th of October this year. Okay. And it's a fun thing, a lot of people who really like horror, you'll get to meet new authors, you can, exchange books, you can get to know which movies are coming out, you can give your suggestions related to horror. So basically everything, related to the paranormal horror. So I am putting this link as well in the chat. Anyone would like to register, anyone would like to attend, then you can attend. Alex is saying hi. Okay. Me, okay. Belissa is also from Mumbai. Okay. Ayush is saying all bullshit. What is bullshit, bhai? The live stream or the post which I'm sharing, what is bullshit? Let me know. I like when people, give negative comments. It makes me, uh, how do I say? It makes me, it gets me more motivated. In short, like, if there are, yeah, there are good comments, and I really appreciate that. But when someone gives a negative comments, it gives me more energy. That is what I feel. Okay. So going back to that, okay, so the Instagram account is called as scarecon, okay, underscore India. So you can check out their you know Instagram account, you can check out their events, you can book the tickets and you can go. Okay, and this is one of the best paranormal paranormal investigator group, where they go to different places. So this is, if you can see the image, this is Sarbajit Mohante on the left, and in the center this is Pooja. I really don't know what's her second name, but I know her first name is Pooja. So they both are the main paranormal investigator. They have their videos as well on YouTube, so you should go check it out. It's really fun for people who, enjoy horror content. See, if I was telling you about the tour, so they had gone to Alibag as well. Alex, if you're there, Alibag, they had gone to Alibag as well, on but they had gone in July. So it's quite interesting, you should go for this tour and thing and all. Anyways, the whatever I'm sharing, it's not sponsored, they have not told me. But the thing is, at least in India, the horror community or the horror group, is very small. And I believe that, you should keep helping the other creators as well, so that people who listen to us or people who consume horror content should get entertained from all the possible ways. Because horror content, at least for YouTube, see, now my podcast, the episodes which I release, it's available on the audio platforms as well, and there I get very good number of listens and download. But on YouTube, what happens is, it pushes down, especially if there is any horror content. If the title is like funeral or death or ghost or something like that, it pushes down. So that is why, I believe in promoting all the horror content creators, especially in India. Because if we don't promote, then who will promote? So that's the main thing. And the people who are watching and the people who are listening, you guys should like the stream. You should share this stream with the people who you feel will enjoy horror stuff. You should subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, because if you like the stream, then YouTube will slowly start pushing. If you start commenting on the live stream, then YouTube will understand that yes, people are enjoying this stuff, and they should, push it to more people. Alex is saying Alibag is scary, at least for me. Yes, yes, yes. Now, see, I've been to Alibag, Alex, and now whenever I go and visit to Alibag, it will never be the same for me, because the story what you told us last stream is still in my head. I told you, there are some stories which stick with you, and that story is still fresh in my mind. And the worst and best part is, whenever I go to Alibag, I will always try to figure out if, this is the resort or that is the resort or wherever you all had gone, because obviously I don't have a house in Alibag. So if, whenever I'll be going, I'll be staying in some resort or some hotel. So I'll try to, solve the case and try to figure out like if this is the hotel or that is the hotel. Let's see. I'll try my best if I'm going to Alibag this year. Normally I go to India for Christmas time, so in December. Let's see. Let's plan something exciting. Now, the next horror update for people who like to read. Okay, please let me know in the comments below, because I am not a reader. I don't read quite often. But the thing is, when there is something horror, if it is a movie, it's a book, if it is a podcast, I will consume it anyhow. So there is couple of books which I have purchased. Okay, all horror books, which is written by the Indian horror author, and there are some Indian horror author I have already interviewed on my channel. You can go check it out. There is a playlist on my YouTube channel, so you can check it out. There is a horror playlist. There is the interviews of the author playlist, short horror stories, Goa horror series. So different things are there. So when I went to India, I picked up a couple of books. I have read, few books, and now I'm reading one book which I'll be sharing the screen. If you guys can see, please do let me know. Okay, yes. Now this author's name is Sid Kapdi. Okay, Kapdi, Sid Kapdi. Okay, new author. This is his first book, and the book name is Scare Me If You Can. It's a short book. I have it with me right now. 10 stories, 10 different stories. But the way the author has written this book will, creep you in the sense, because these are the stories which will stay with you. Like I was telling Alex, that some stories stay with you. These are the stories. This is a book which will stay with you. And the twist and turns, I have just read the first two stories, yes, okay. But the twist and turns and the horror element, and when you're reading this book, you'll start visualizing things, and then it will make you more scared. Hopefully I should finish the book very soon, and then I will try to create an audio book kind of thing for you guys. So if you want to read the book, you guys can purchase the book and read it. If not, then wait for a couple of weeks. I will be anyways releasing an episode related to this book. So yes, this was the horror update. Love your Alex is saying love your dedication towards this podcast. It's not easy to conduct a podcast after working. Yes, yes, bro. Yes, yes, yes. And since I'm the only person handling this, so from designing to editing to picking up stories to narrating, to doing everything, it's tiring. But then no, I decided that boss, nay, I have to do. And the reason why I was telling you about negative comments is, this Ayush was saying all bullshit. Now I don't know what he meant about all bullshit. But initially when I started my podcast, not a lot of people know that I started my podcast where I used to cover different topics. I assumed that I was Akshay Kumar or Kapil Sharma, that I can speak about anything. But then, I gradually understood that people who listen to me, they enjoy horror stuff, and I enjoy, talking about horror. Because if I talk, because I have done some episodes about depression, I have done some episodes about cricket, XYZ, but there, sometimes I don't have anything to say. But here, when it is horror, I can just talk and talk and talk. And I enjoy when people come on the stream, and it's not necessary that they have to share ghost stories. It's always fun. We can just talk about something, like today, somewhere this thing happened. Like, how two friends talk, that is how it is. So, yeah. So, if you want to read the book, go check it out. Scare Me If You Can. I am leaving the link of this book as well, and I know the author. So if you want to know more about this book, there is an episode which I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. He- and I have interviewed the author, and he has narrated a part of the book as well. So go check it out, it's fun. Go to my YouTube channel, or on the playlist you'll get everything. Once again, people who are on Instagram, I am mainly live on YouTube. The link is in my bio. Go click that link, and automatically the YouTube link will open, and you can join YouTube and enjoy the fun on YouTube. Instagram family. Okay, now let's go. Vinny. Hey Des, thanks for what? Thanks for what? Thanks for suggesting the book. Yes, I was looking for one. Vinny, do one work. Go to my YouTube channel, go to the playlist, and in that there is author interviews. Whichever author I have interviewed, most of them are horror authors. So you can check out the episodes, whichever book you find interesting, you can buy and you can read it. This was the yeah, this was the suggestion, the horror book suggestion. There is one thing last which I would like to suggest before we start with the ghost stories, before I start sharing my ghost stories. So there is another thing which I would like to share, and there is a web series. I know it's a old web series, but I recently rewatched this web series, and I just wanted to check with you guys if you have watched it or no. What is your feedback? Did you like it? I would like to really know, because first of all, to begin with, I would like to tell you the web series name. It is called as The Haunting of Hill House. It is available on Netflix. It was released, I think so, before the pandemic. I think so. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I rewatched. Yeah, in 2018, it is mentioned here. It's a web series, and first of all, let me know if anyone has watched this. I would like to know. Alex is saying, today I had a hectic day, hence I will be silent listener. I am low on energy today. No problem, bro. Maybe you can go to sleep as well. Just keep the live stream on. That's it. Vinny is saying, oh, great. I will. Alex, same year, super hectic day. Yes, that is the thing. I'm really confused now. Which day should I pick for my live stream? Because on Saturday when I picked my I mean, when Saturday when I did the live stream, there was, like, almost, I got almost 200 plus views on that. A lot of people came. Alex came, Bhavesh came, then Divyani came. They shared the story. So I'm not really sure if Tuesday is good. Should I keep it, or should I just keep it on Saturday or Sunday? I need to have a feedback from you guys. So let me know in the comments below, what do you prefer? Because normally, everyone works the next day. It's a weekday. But sometimes some people prefer to, chill late in the night and listen to ghost stories. So let me know. I haven't watched this series yet, but I will now. Yes, you should watch it. Let's talk about the series. It's called as The Haunting of Hill House, released in 2018. It's available on Netflix. Now, this is extremely different kind of horror, because it starts playing with your mind in the sense, there is a family, okay, and something happened with them when they were small. Okay, there's a mother, father, three sisters, one brother, so big family. So when they were staying at this particular house, something happened with them, and then obviously they grew. Then everyone had their own life, so everyone started working in different cities, and then an incident happens which brings them back to the house. But the siblings don't remember what happened to them when they were young and why they left that house. So there's a big mystery. And the scariest part is, like, yes, the mystery is getting unfolded every episode, every minute. And how the horror hits you is that, there is a scene, okay, there's a person walking, and then out of nowhere, there will be one ghost which will be just standing in the corner, like a ghostly figure, which will be standing in the corner, but it will not affect the scene, but it will affect with your mind, because every time, you'll able to see that ghost somewhere or other in the house standing. And that is what slowly, it will start fucking with you. And at the end of the episode, or at the end of the web series, that will start, you know uh, creating the horror. So that is something which is extremely scary. It's not like, like the normal web series where there are jump scares. There is no jump scare. This is actual horror, and I think so this is a book, and it is converted into a web series. That is why, the horror is much better, and the director who directed it did a brilliant job in creating it. Did not put extra jump scares, did not put extra sound effects, nothing. It's the story which will make you scared. It's not the sound effects, it's not the jump scare. Once again, I would like to tell people on Instagram, I am mainly live on YouTube, people, so do join me on YouTube. Link is there in the bio. See, I have to do so many different works. Talk to my Instagram people, talk to YouTube, open the different tabs, share the screen. Lot of things. Karan is saying, did start this one but got very scared in the first few minutes. Alex, oh, Alex, seen this, huh? Love this horror series. You should watch 1408 movie. It's awesome. 1408. Is this the hotel number? That guy goes to the hotel and he stays in that hotel, and then he can see things in the hotel, and then, is it related to that? Let me see that. 1408 movie. Yes. Samuel Jackson is there in this. Yes, I did see that movie. Folks from Discord are joining. Yes, very good, very good. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Yes, this 1408 or 1408. Yeah, it's called as 1408 movie. Yeah, normally it's called as 1408. So this is also scary. And Karan is saying that he did start this but got scared in the first few minutes. Karan, you should watch it. Trust me, it is a bit slow, no doubt. Okay, but you should watch it, because गांड फट के हाथ में आएगा सबका, because this will fuck with your head. So yeah, this is the movie. This is the web series which you need to watch, and 1408 you should also watch if you haven't watched it. Any other movie suggestions? Because the thing is, I'm out of movies, in the sense like I have watched most of the horror movies. Any more suggestions, if you guys can give me, do let me know in the comments. I'll try to watch it this weekend, and then we can talk about it for the next live stream. Now we are done with the suggestions, with the horror update, and now comes the ghost stories. If there is anyone, okay, do join in. I know not a lot of people are there today, and a lot of people are tired because tomorrow they will be working. But if anyone would like to join in, the link is there in the description, the link is there in the comments as well, so in the chat as well, so check it out. And if you would like to join, then please do join. Just give me a minute. Yes, this is the link, so click the link. And if you have a ghost story, if you would like to share something, please do share. Meanwhile, people don't join in, I am going to check on YouTube if I am actually live or I'm not live. Mic testing, 1 2 3. Yes, I am live. Okay, now I have a ghost story. Let me just check the folder. Let me see which story should I narrate. Okay. Okay. There is a website called as yourghoststories.com, and most of the stories, I get it from there, and there are some people who submit the stories as well. So the title of this story is My Grandma Visits My Mom. Okay. Let me put the title here. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, visits my mom on her funeral. So this is the title. So I will narrate it how it is written. I will narrate it the same way. So here we go. This story happened during the wake of my mother, last April 2018. My husband and I were busy preparing for the documents needed for her funeral. Hence, we asked his dad, my father in law, and his cousin to take care of her body and go to the funeral. When we came back late that afternoon, they told us a scary story that gave us goosebumps. According to them, they noticed an old woman standing across the street holding a long umbrella, which also serves as a cane. She was staring directly at the white coffin inside, as if she was wondering if she is in the right place or if the person lying there is someone she's looking for. A couple of minutes later, they saw her crossing the street and walking towards them. They don't know what happened to them, but they just stood there watching the old woman doing her job. So basically what she did was she came towards the coffin, she kissed the coffin and went away. After that, they did not see the woman at the main funeral, but they were worried and they were confused who was this old lady. Upon learning the story, someone I knew which resembled the appearance of the old woman popped in my mind. So, what I did, I showed them the picture of my mother together with her family, her, her other two siblings, and their mother. My father in law and my husband were confused and shocked at the same time because the old woman who visited the funeral was the mother and the grandmother of mine. So basically, my grandmother who passed away in the year 1984 visited my mother on her funeral in 2018. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was a very short story, but just just imagine that that if this actually happened. Now see, I'm not really sure if this is a true story or not, because this is what I found on the website. So not really sure if this is true or not, but it's kind of scary if you imagine that your grandmother visits your mother at the funeral. And actually the topic, I mean the title gave it away. So there was no fun reading the story, but it was kind of scary. Anyone, I'm still waiting. I have narrated my first story. I will narrate the second story after a while, but I'm still waiting people who are there online. If you can come share the story. Winnie was there. She told me that next time, I mean this live stream, she was going to come and share some stories. She was going to get my wife's friend as well. So anyone who is listening, please do join in, because to be very frank, I just have two more stories, so I will not able to keep the live stream for a longer time. But if anyone joins in, shares, talk xyz, then the live stream can go for a longer time. But if no one is joining, I will narrate my next story. So this next story is, let me give the title of the story. Okay, so the title of the story is kind of funny. It's called as Bang Bang. Not the bang bang what you guys are thinking, but it's a different bang bang. So hear me out and let me know how the story is. So what I'll do is I'll break the story into three parts. And firstly, I will give you the character introduction. Then I will tell you the actual incident, and then I will tell you, and then I will try to see if there is any logical reasons for the story. So while I was researching for a new horror story to put on my channel, I came across this article, and from the article, I started researching about the story. So now, to begin with the character introduction, there is only one character, main character in the story. Let's name him Alex. Okay. So now Alex is in Pune, and the story is based in Pune. So Alex is staying in one side of the city, okay, and he gets a job offer at the other side. So what he decides that instead of traveling every day, which takes almost 45 minutes to 1 hour, he will take a rented apartment close to his office. So he searches on the internet, he does not get anything. He decides to manually go and search around his office, and somehow close to his office, which was like 9 to 10 kilometers away, he got a rented apartment, and he decided to shift. And he Alex had a budget, and as per his budget, this flat was fitting perfectly. It was a 1 bhk, and no tension. Society also was decent, so he decided he will shift there. So now he shifted, and he started working as well. So this was the character introduction. Now I'll tell you what is the main story and what is the main incident which happened with him. So normally Alex, throughout the day, he used to be at work. Okay. Now most of the times, like either he used to be out with his friends chilling, because he just got a job. It was his first job, so he wanted to explore, meet friends, xyz. So morning work, evening he used to chill with his friends, go for a beer, go for a drink, whatever. Then around 8:39 he used to come home. So that was his daily routine. So initially, first 1 2 weeks, he was so drunk that he used to just come home and he used to pass out. So he used to not know what was happening at home. He used to just be working and drinking. Then slowly, steadily, he started getting bored of that, in the sense, he started sitting at home only and drinking. Then he started noticing something which was very strange, and that was he could hear a bang, not a knock. Okay, so now there is a difference between a bang and there's a difference between a knock. Knock is means you're knocking on the door. Bang is like someone banging on the wall or someone banging on the floor. I don't know if you guys can hear this, if the mic is catching it, but he could hear this. See, now a lot of people, when they are staying on the ground floor, first floor, you can hear someone above you shifting some furnitures. It was not that as well. First he assumed, okay, there is someone shifting. He inquired with the neighbors as well, top, right, left, everywhere, and he could not figure out where that banging was coming from. And the thing was, it was not that it was a continuous bang. Every 15 20 minutes, middle of the night, he used to get up because of that bang, because that bang started getting louder and louder. So he actually got crazy in the sense, because he didn't know what was happening. He complained to the owner, and the owner was an old man, you can say around 50 55 years old, and he was staying somewhere in the interiors of Pune. He decided that he was working XYZ, so that is why he gave this house on rent, and he was staying in the interiors of Pune. So the owner was not bothered as well because he was getting his rent on time. So he said, "Fuck it, jo karne ka tum log karo." So now the he got confused. He didn't know where this bang was coming from. Eventually, he got used to it. Okay, and then he decided to this not renew his contract, and after a year he left. Now cut to, it's been 7 8 years. Okay, he has got another job, he's got married, he's shifted somewhere else, he has purchased a flat, everything. Cut to, he's reading a article. Okay, where, and this article is there, is there on the internet. I can share this article with you guys as well. So in this article it says that a man has been arrested for his murder of his wife. Basically, he murdered his wife. So a man has been arrested. And then when closely he's seen who was arrested, it was basically the owner of that flat where he was staying. That man was arrested. So he was confused. Like, what he did. I know this person. He was my landlord. I know him. What he did. So now there's a trigger warning. Okay, so people who cannot listen to extreme horror, just pause it or mute it, whatever you want to do it, but don't leave the stream. that is what I can say. Mute, do whatever you want, but trigger warning now. So Alex decided to investigate because he wanted to know, because this is a known person. So once he investigated, and basically it was in Pune, so you get to know. So after investigating, he got to know that the landlord used to live with his wife in that apartment where Alex used to stay. And the landlord and the wife used to fight a lot. And in an accident, not a road accident, like I mean, an accident at home where they were arguing, and when they had a fight, the man killed his wife. So he did not know what to do. He took the wife body and he put her in one of the walls of the house, and he put bricks and he covered that body so that he can hide from the crime what he did. And then he decided that he'll give this house on rent and he'll go to the interiors of Pune and stay there. So when Alex got to know this, he got shit scared, and then he connected the dots, because when he was staying there he could hear banging noise on the wall, and that was the ghost of the wife who was banging. So this was one of the scariest stories which I got shit scared, that also in the afternoon when I was reading this, because I don't know how to explain, but this is one of the creepiest stories, I'm telling you. Itna gaan phat ke haath mein aaya. You guys tell me, how did you enjoy the story? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. To come to a conclusion, I there is no logical reasons for this story. No logical reason for this story, because it's very simple. Alex was staying in that house. It's a rented apartment. He could hear a banging noise, but there was no proper answer from where that banging noise was coming. He left. After many years, he came to know the owner killed his wife and put his wife's body into the wall, and put bricks and covered that. So that is shit scary, dude. That is shit scary. This is not even, yeah, I don't know if this is horror or what, but this is extreme craziness, psychopath. Alex is saying, short horror story. You hear a baby crying in your house at 2 a.m. Then you realize that you are the only one in the house. Oh, God. This is Nothing, you know. I don't know. I think so. I told Priyanka this incident, but Alex is new to the live stream, so I'll tell you as well. So, a very short incident where, you know, normally when I was in India and when I was in college, I should not sleep. I should just do something on my phone. And I used to be without lights. So I'm just on my phone and my phone light is there on my face. Then suddenly I put my phone down, and then, you know, when suddenly you put your phone down, you can see some blurry things. You know, you cannot see properly. So in that fraction of seconds, I could see a whitish figure standing in front of me. So I jumped out of the bed. I started screaming loudly, and my parents were not there. My cousin sister was there, but she was in another room. She came running and she put the lights on, and I got shit scared. I was shivering. And then when they put the lights on, I mean, when she put the lights on, basically it was my cousin sister's white nightie, which was hanging behind the door, and that is what I see. So you just imagine how gan fattu I am. Itna bada gan fattu hai. I am. Now also there is no lights on. Only this light is on. But just imagine I'm getting shit scared. And I'm always getting scared and I'm not looking in the camera, because if I look in the camera every time my eyes are going behind and I feel someone is standing here. So I don't want to look behind. Priyanka, what's up, Desmond? Priyanka, every live stream you're coming, but you're not joining. ये कैसा है? आ जाओ. 5 मिनट के लिए. Come, just say you love me. Say you miss me. Say something and then go, na. Let me know, how did you enjoy the story, Bang Bang story? I would like to know your feedback because it was quite creepy. Alex is saying nothing. Alex, by the way, I wanted to know, like, how do you use this Discord service? I know about it, but the thing is, you know, it's becoming very complicated for me. Like, I have to use YouTube, I have to use all uh, you know, the podcasting, I mean, the audio platforms. Then I have to use Instagram, then Facebook, Twitter, and putting all my links and content in all different platform, it's becoming toxic now. I know about Discord, but I don't know exactly what it is. It is just like a chatting service, or you can go live on Discord, or what exactly it is. I just need to find out. 90s and kurtas are scary in the night. Yeah, I'm telling you now. I'm telling. And the second thing is, you know, like every person has a chair at home, and the chair is not being used to sit. At least in Indian family, the chair is used to keep your clothes. And the thing is, it has happened to most of them that when your clothes are there on the chair and when you put it off, then you can, you know, start imagining a figure like a ghost sitting there. But when you put it on, then it's just the clothes. So a lot of shit things happens with everyone. Okay, now let's go to the next story. I have a next story which is, let me give a title. Uh, okay, I've typed it here. Vasai ka horror story. Now I think so. A lot of people are there. Let me see what Alex is saying. You can go live on Discord every Friday and Saturday night. There is a ghost story session that goes on until 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so I has my YouTube channel, or I as a podcaster can go live on my account. And is this like a live session with audio video, or it's just chatting, or what exactly it is? Okay, now I'll tell you the Vasaika horror story. I think so I've narrated this on one of my live streams, but it's been a while. And for Alex and for Karan and whoever is new, I would like to share it with you guys as well. So now this is an incident where I was part of it. Okay. I was Okay, let's break down this again into three parts. First is the character introduction, then the actual incident, and then we'll see if we can try to discuss and see if there is any logical reasons behind this entire story. So, to begin with, the character introduction, first character is me. I was in the fourth or fifth standard, and I had already got introduced to horror by then. Now, the main character are husband and wife. So let's name the husband Karan and the wife named Priyanka. Because since they're there on the chat, let's name both of them Karan and Priyanka. Now, Priyanka and Karan, they both were non religious people. Okay. They used to not go to the church, temple. I don't know what was. Yeah, actually, yeah, there were Christians, but they used to not go to the church. They never had any altar. They never had any God picture. They were like very uh, modern kind of couple. They used to party, drink, XYZ. So this was their lifestyle. Okay, and there is two more characters which I will tell you during the story. So these are the two characters, main character, which is Priyanka and Karan. Okay, I'm reading the chats, but I will read it later on. Let me narrate the story. So now Priyanka and Karan, okay, are staying in Vasai. Vasai is a place which is towards the outskirts of Mumbai, and there is a lot of greenery, less population, and all villages, not that educated people, but yes, there are some people who are educated and XYZ. So it's a combination of the villages and a combination of educated people. Now, Karan and Priyanka have a wedding to attend in the interiors of Vasai. So they are staying at point A and they have to go to point B, which will take at least 45 minutes to go. And that distance or that journey is kind of how do I say, it's kind of lonely in the sense because that's not the main highway. That's like, a road which goes from the village, and there is one part which is straight, right, left, there is nothing. There is only one thing which is there on that road, which is a shamshan ghat. Okay, this is a shamshan ghat where they burn the people, the Hindu people, once they die. So now to begin with the story, Karan and Priyanka have to attend the wedding. So they have gone to the wedding, which was, they went around 5:36 in the evening. Now they are returning back, and obviously, it's their friend's wedding. They will not return back by 9-10 o'clock. They waited till 2-3 o'clock because they're sitting drinking. And now when they were returning, there were two more bikes. So they had gone on the bikes and they were coming back on the bike. So there were two more bikes. So basically in total there were three bikes. One bike Karan and Priyanka, the other two bikes, there were some friends who were staying near their place. So they decided they will go together. And anyways, it was around 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning, and it is a lonely road between the villages and between the trees, XYZ. It's a very lonely road. Not much of traffic is there. So now they are going. Priyanka is a bit drunk. Karan is the one who is a little bit sober, but yes, he's drunk as well. So when they were going and when they reach to a place called as Umela Road, it's called as Umela Road. You can search it on in Vasai. There is a place called as Umela Road, and that is a straight road, right, left, nothing. Only one shamshan is there. So going. Suddenly, Priyanka, who was sitting behind, okay, Karan was riding the bike. Priyanka just banged her head on Karan and she fell down. Like, not like she didn't fall from the bike, but she just went unconscious. So Karan assumed that maybe she's sleepy, maybe she's drunk, that is why, you know, she just passed out. So he said, okay, leave it. They reached home. When they reached home, now Karan went to freshen. So I mean, he went to get fresh, and they stayed in a villa. And now this villa is just opposite my house. Okay, they stayed in a villa where they had two three balconies, and one balcony was a big balcony. So when Karan went to get fresh, he told Priyanka that go and sleep in the bedroom. Now when Karan got fresh, when he came out, he's searching for Priyanka, but he cannot find her anyway. He searched in the, like, in the hall. The hall is down, the bedroom is on top. He went to the bedroom, nowhere. Then suddenly he decided to go and check in the balcony, and then he finds Priyanka looking in the opposite direction of his, okay, and smoking a cigarette. Now, normally it's Karan who smokes a cigarette, and Priyanka does not smoke cigarette. And normally, when you smoke a cigarette, either you catch this two fingers or this way, or however, like a normal person smoking. But Priyanka had kept the cigarette in between of the third finger, the ring finger between ear, and she was smoking the cigarette this way. Now he got scared, but he still assumed that maybe she's drunk and she does not know what she's doing. Now she is looking opposite direction, so her back is facing Karan. So now Karan goes walking, and he says, "Darling, come, let's go to sleep." But the minute he touches Priyanka's back, there is a different voice which comes out of Priyanka. So it's a combination of a male and a female voice, and and Priyanka starts speaking in a language called as Marathi, which she does not know how to speak. She can only speak English and Hindi, but Marathi is a very local language, so she does not know. And she started speaking in that. And now Karan has shat his pants and he does not know what to do. And when Priyanka turned and when she started speaking, that scene was so horrifying that he ran away from there. So now he runs from there. This is around 3:30 in the morning. He runs from there, and he comes to my building. Now my neighbors are also my cousins. So he wakes up my neighbors. And obviously, we are neighbors, and he's screaming loudly. Even we got up. So my mom went out. Then there are some other two neighbors, around that building. They came out, and they were wondering, "Arey, what happened to Karan?" So Karan, didn't know what to do. He said, "Please, please come home. My wife is possessed. I think so. She's going to harm me, XYZ." So he was extremely scared. So they assumed that he was drunk, and they said, "Come on, we'll put you to sleep. Come on, let's go." And we all were awake. We were all scared. So my mom, this the my cousins, I mean my neighbors, they all went, and they took him to the house, and they decided to put him to sleep. But when they all went, they all witnessed, all in the sense, you can say 4 to 5 people went to drop him, because he was not ready to go, saying, "I'm not going home." He started making noise, he started screaming loudly, he was not ready to go. So they took him somehow, and when they took him inside, they all were shocked to see that Priyanka was sitting on the bed, and she was moving left, like, up and down, up and down, up and down. She was moving, and that that growling sound she was making, and she kept, saying something in her mouth which a lot of people could not understand. So one of the aunties, she was kind of holy, and she kept going for prayer meetings, XYZ. So she knew one, like a priest, you can say, like a religious person who used to conduct these prayer meetings and XYZ. So she called him. So now obviously this priest stayed very far, in the sense he stayed in Vasai area only, but it took at least 40-45 minutes to reach. So now he came. Okay, now this is around 4 o'clock, now 4:30. The minute he entered the house, okay, of Karan and Priyanka, lights are off. Not the villa's light, the whole area lights are gone. So now I don't know if this is a coincidence or this is a part of the story. I really don't know, but lights are gone off. After a couple of, like you can say, minutes, it came back on. Now the priest is sitting and talking to Priyanka. And at the very first minute itself, the priest understood that yes, Priyanka is possessed by some ghost or entity or whatever. Now they had a conversation, and this brother was I'm not brother, I mean this priest was so like powerful in the sense, because he was very famous and he used to do lot of prayer meetings XYZ, and this was his kind of a job as well, to remove ghost and XYZ. So in 5 minutes the ghost, you know went away. He told the ghost something, I'll do this, I'll do that, XYZ. Something happened, and we all remember in like 5 to 10 minutes he came out of the room. Okay, and he said, nothing to worry, the ghost is gone. Now हो गया, सब लोग घर पे गए. We also at home. Next morning, we get up by 9-10 o'clock, and then we go to find out what is like no if is Priyanka okay, or if she's not okay, whatever. Now Priyanka is okay, she does not remember anything. So they decide not to tell her what happened to her. Maybe she might get scared. So they decided, okay, chal, it's gone to gone, to finish. Now, after couple of days, again Priyanka gets possessed. Now again the priest is called. When the priest is called again, now the priest and Priyanka or the ghost is having a conversation. Not like actual conversation, but he is trying to question Priyanka, he's trying to question the ghost, like who are you, why are you coming back, and XYZ. So now there are two things which I need to tell you. First is the backstory, okay, and there is another main message which I need to tell you. The message I'll tell you at the end, the backstory I'll tell you now. So the backstory is that now you can say this is almost 40 to 50 years before, when Vasai and Naigaon, this area, was at an extreme isolated place where very few people used to be there. Not a lot of buildings was there, no development, only like you can say villages, huts, small houses. So back then there was a man, okay, who used to work somewhere in Bombay, and then after working he used to come to Vasai Naigaon, and then he used to go home. So I was telling you about that Umela road, where it is like a straight road, right, left, there is nothing. That's the most scariest and Sumsan road, you can say. That man was walking on that road. And unfortunately, around 40-50 years before, he was robbed there. But he had limited money with him, and he did not want to give it, because he had to go and give it to his family, because they were not financially that strong. So he fought for his life, but unfortunately the robbers killed him. And they killed him in such a way, they cut his head and they threw his head in the, like uh in the khadi, or not khadi, in the grasses, which was like, which is there, on the other side of the road. And they took the body and they threw it somewhere else. So now his soul was stuck there, because he died in an unnatural way. So until and unless his time didn't come, he could not go, and he was stuck there itself. So this was the story where this man was killed. Now he possessed her because she was an easy target. And the priest asked the ghost, like, when I told you to go, why did you come back? So he told the priest that, see, there is, this person is not religious. This person, like, in the house, they don't have anything like a godly figure or picture XYZ. So it becomes much easier to target this kind of people. So that is why he possessed her. And the thing is, it's a fact that if you are weak in your mind, okay, the ghost can, uh, frighten you more as compared to anyone else who is, strong, and they have their correct mindset. So going back to the story, the ghost told the priest everything. The priest did something and spoke to the ghost, or said some prayers XYZ whatever, and removed the ghost. Now this is the next part which I'm going to tell you now. I don't know should I believe it or not, because when this incident happened, I was not there. I was not a witness of this. But my mom and all the aunties told me. Now, but it is hard for me to believe it. But I need to know, after telling the story, I need to know from you guys if you believe this part or if you don't believe this part. So when the priest was speaking to this ghost, and after couple of hours, after many hours, they removed the ghost. I mean, the priest removed the ghost and put it in an hanky, a lady's hanky. Okay. And they decided that where that man was murdered, they will go and take this hanky and burn that hanky, so that it is like a thing where that, they will try to release the soul there. So what they did is they brought that female who Priyanka down, and they tied her eyes. Okay. And now this is the part where I was there. So when they tied Priyanka's eyes, they brought her down and they told everyone in the society that do not look at her eyes. If you look at her and if you make eye contact, that ghost can possess you. So everyone just, just hide. So I actually ran and I went in the house, and I was seeing from the window. So they went in the rickshaw. They went to the Umela road, which takes like 5 to 10 minutes. They went to that particular spot where that man was killed. Okay. And they burned the hanky. Now the interesting part is, when you burn a normal hanky, it will take hardly like 1 minute also it will not take. It will get burned. But this hanky, when they were burning, it took at least 45 minutes to burn the hanky. Now I really don't know if there is a logical explanation, or if it is there, or I really don't know what it is. But when the priest came back, and then when he was giving like an explanation or like a sermon, that this was the reason why Priyanka got possessed, and this is the thing how I removed the ghost and XYZ, I do believe him, because we had seen Priyanka's condition, and we had seen Karan's condition as well, because he was shit scared. So I don't believe the end of the story, because you're taking the soul and putting in the hanky and then burning the hanky. I'm not that convinced, but I'm convinced in terms of the story, because it happened with us, because I was a part of the story. And this was one of the stories which I did share before, and I thought, why should I not share it again with you guys? So let me know, how did you like the story? Reading the chats now, Alex is saying you can go live on Discord every Friday and Saturday night. There is a ghost story session that goes until 5 a.m. in the morning, I think. So I read this. It's only audio, but you can promote your channel. Lot of horror story fans are there. Oh, yes, I will. Anyways, Alex is also promoting. So thank you. And for people who are watching, anywhere can promote my content, you should promote. You should share this channel link with people who like horror. And there is one funny incident. So initially when I started my channel, I wanted subscribers. So whenever I used to go to anyone's house, I used to just tell him, Ari, can I get your phone? I just want to search one song or something on YouTube. So I used to go on YouTube, type my name, subscribe, and then I used to give them the phone. And they don't, half of them don't know also, like, they have subscribed to my channel. So kind of a trick, but how much to do? How many people I can do that with? But yes, you should promote my channel if you enjoy horror content. Priyanka is just doing ha 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 ha. Priyanka is not coming. Priyanka, this is very wrong. Karan is saying, thankfully the wife name is not Karen this time. Yeah. in, in my last to last stream, I had narrated a story where there was Karan and Karen, husband and wife. Love the bang bang story. Which bang bang, Priyanka? Which bang bang? Lolo, Karen and Karan. Alex is saying, I would love to hear a podcast on demons and demonic possession. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I'll take your suggestion. I'll put this in my notes. Give me 1 minute. Mm, Yeah, I'll put this in my notes. अरे I was live on Instagram. बंद हो गया क्या? माँ की आँख साला 30 minutes और बंद. Okay, Alex, I will make an episode about demons and demonic possessions. Uh, Priyanka is saying, oh yeah, that's a never-ending topic." Also, the real Annabelle doll story is super scary. The doll looks quite normal. Actually, couple of live streams before, I had reacted to the objects which are there in the museum of Ed and Lauren. So there are many different objects, like there is animal doll, there is another doll. So basically in the movie and in reality there is a museum in their house where they have collected all different haunted objects and they have kept it there. And I think so every day or every week there is a priest who comes and blesses that place. But the scariest thing is, Ed and Lauren both have passed away now. I think so the son or the son-in-law is taking care of. But imagine if the whole family passes away and the museum is gone to the wrong hands, then what will happen? Because even Ed and Lauren, they have a YouTube channel. So I was watching one of the episodes where they were showing that this is the object, that is the object, and in that they told that there was one man. No, there was a couple. Yeah, there was a couple who had come on the bike to enter the museum and see the objects. And they said that you cannot touch the Annabelle doll. But the couple challenged the doll and told the doll, do what you can do, I'm not scared of you. They said that and they left. On the way, when they were going home, they met with an accident. Now, I don't know if they died or they didn't die, but they met with an accident. So it said that animal doll is so cursed that they have kept it in that box or whatever it's called. They have kept it in that, and you have to continue saying prayers and continue keep blessing that. But the fuck up is, in case if one day or 1 week the priest does not come to say prayers, then what? Imagine COVID time. you know 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, the priest could not come. What must have happened, or what can happen? There should be a movie where where it should be like an imagination, like what happens if the museum is broken and all the spirits go out and start haunting people. That will be really exciting. Divyani, you told me there is some your mother's horror story or something which you wanted to share. Can you come on the live stream and share it, please, if you don't mind? Alex is saying you can also narrate the story of who? How I cannot pronounce this name. Who is the real life Emily Rose? How do you pronounce this name? A double N Alise. How do you pronounce this name? How do you pronounce this name? Let me see on Google. Annalise. Oh my god. Such a fucking easy name I could not pronounce. Annalise. Oh, Annalise is the real name. What? I didn't know that. I thought always Emily Rose was the real name. Shit. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I thought it was always Emily Rose. And they used the real character name. Oh my god. But this was one of the stories, which was quite shocking. Oh, Priyanka is here. Priyanka is here. Priyanka is here. Priyanka, if you're there, I'm getting you in five, four, three, two, and one.
Hello, Desmond. How are you, my friend?
Fine, my friend. How are you?
You can hear me?
Yes, kasa hai tumi,
I've
bara
popped
hai
in
ki
to
nahi?
say hi. Kasakai
Ah,
Barahe.
you
It's
enjoyed the Bang
Annalise.
Bang story? Annalise.
Yes,
Could not pronounce that.
Annalise. Yeah.
And I didn't know
Annalise
her
was her
real
real name.
name. I really
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Annalise. I'm just checking it right now. I really, I thought I always assumed that it was Emily Rose because I used to type also and search Emily Rose.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that's like the
hmm,
pseudo name for the movie, but it's based
hmm.
on Annalise. Uh, there are a lot of video clips of her actual possession on
Yeah,
YouTube,
that I
and they
seen.
are creepy.
I
Like,
seen
the
that.
voice recording, the tapes and all, it is really freaky.
Yeah, I heard that, and you cannot hear that. Like the complete episode, you cannot hear. It
No,
will.
this is like small clips from the entire event that happened.
No. I'm saying that you're not able to complete the episode because it's that scary. Because I could not complete that. I
You won't be able to. You'll
watched
be
it in
cracking your jokes.
bits and pieces.
Yeah, for sure.
So, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've
How's
been only
life?
listening to you live, listening to your
Hmm.
stories. I remember you telling me this when I was in Muscat
Which
about
story?
this the bike story, the one that you narrated, the Vasai wala.
And how is the bang bang?
Bang Bang was nice. Why are you
Any
going back to that story all the time?
because that is
What are you
something
saying?
scary. Any
Mm,
more?
it
Any
was. It
more?
was.
Any new story you have to share?
Ah, no, ba. I mean, I have so many, but I can't remember on top of my head.
You can
So,
tell any story which you must have narrated before as well,
mm,
because
yeah.
you can tell anything, whatever you want.
No, I popped in to say hi. But your
Okay,
last
hi.
live was so nice with
Yeah.
that
That was on
boy.
Saturday, na. A lot of people come
No,
on
I
Saturday.
Tuesday.
No, last Saturday, na. दो दिन
I
पहले
don't
चार
remember.
दिन पहले हाँ Saturday I was. Alex
What's
had
today?
come, Bhavesh had
Yeah, yeah,
come,
yeah.
Divyani was there.
Which is the story Divyani is talking about? She messaged in the chat.
Let me see. Des tell about the prison in Vasai. I will, I
Yeah.
will. Also share the story of the green grave in Naiga which was put upside down. ये कौन सा है यार? I'm in Naiga and I only don't know this.
Divyani, come online.
Yeah,
You
Divyani,
can keep a video off and just come and tell us
last
a story.
stream also she came and she
She
told.
typed a message, no, to you like a
Nay,
real long story.
she came also and she shared that Nagpur ka horror story. But she was telling me that she has another one. Divyani, we are waiting for you.
Come online.
Emily, Alex is saying Emily Rose was not the actual name. It was Annalise who was possessed by six demons. Yes, that movie also was Kadaka. That movie, the
Yeah,
way they created the movie and
the ending was amazing. Like when he was doing the exorcism of hers.
hmm. So now
I
Divyani is there.
think,
I'm getting her online. Three,
yes, get it
two,
online.
and one.
Hi guys.
Hi, Divyani.
Hello.
Hi Priyanka. Hi Des.
How are you?
Hello, hello.
I'm
So, which
fine. How are
story
you
are going to
guys?
share with us today?
Actually, I thought I'll tell Desmond to tell that green grave thing, but then he
But he
doesn't know.
doesn't
No,
know.
I don't know which is his green grave story. But you were telling me about one story which you had typed and you sent me, na? About your mother,
Okay,
hospital wala story.
that's not exactly a story though, but that's an experience like what my mom had. But I'll tell that some other time. Maybe I can tell
Okay.
the green grave story. See,
Okay.
you live in
Yes,
Naigaon and I am
excited.
telling the Naigaon stories.
I don't know this green wala. Tell us, come on.
Okay, one second. Okay, so I think we were very small and I had visited Naigaon in 2000, some 3, 4, like that. So, yeah, I had been there for my summer holidays.
Hmm.
So, there was this green grave which was towards, I think, Papadi side. If you go the other side, like when you come out of Amol Nagar, then on the left hand side, you'll see, like if you go ahead, you'll see a green grave.
Okay.
So this green grave was a grave of one quite man, and he had a sibling. So this man died. I don't know due to what reason, but he passed away. And the younger brother, excuse me,
Hmm.
yeah. So the elder brother died, and the younger brother and the elder brother, they both were very close to each other. Like they were like more of like friends than brothers.
Mm.
So after he died, they had put his body like upside down, like how we put the body supine, right? Like
Hmm.
Upside
we
down?
yeah, they had put it upside down, and the grave was made right on the road, like on one, like on the side of the road, and it's like
Okay.
fully decorated and stuff like that. A proper
Mm.
tombstone was made there. So yeah, as I told you that they had put the body upside down. Okay. So they had some religious belief, something, and actually I think they put it that way only. I'm not sure, but yeah, his body they had put like that. So what used to happen was he was like very sad. Like that's what the younger brother says, that he used to he was not able to take the separation what happened between his brother and him, that because he lost his life.
Hmm.
So what
Mm.
he used to do was every night he used to come on the road. I mean, the spirit, the soul, and he used to
Mm.
stop the auto rickshaw fellows. Okay, and
Got it.
the auto rickshaw fellows who made him sit, like they normally thought, okay, person at night wants to go home. So usually, even auto rickshaw fellows are, they are quite thoughtful. They just take them because they don't want them to be there, because no other auto would come, to take them. So they would
Hmm.
take him, and then he used to always be dressed in that white kurta pajama. So, and so they realized, that he's not a normal human being. And what happened eventually, many auto fellows, they started to know that something is wrong, and there's some person who stops them, and that's not a person exactly, that's some being, some supernatural
Hmm.
natural
Entity.
being.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what used to happen, they used to stop, like, they used to ignore him, or they used to, not take him or something. So he used to fly and sit on the auto.
Babare.
Okay, and these auto fellows who experienced this kind of stuff, many had
Hmm.
fallen sick. They used to have high temperature and all, and it became a big thing that time. Okay, so what had happened was, this the brother came to know that, there's some problem taking place. So then they opened the grave, and they put him normally like how we put a body supine, on the back.
Hmm.
So they
Hmm.
put him like that, and they did some prayers and stuff, and then he stopped, troubling people like
Haunting,
that.
yeah, troubling, yeah.
Yeah, his
Oh
spirit
my.
stopped haunting.
Babare.
Wow.
And this happened in
This is
I'm
Niagara?
surprised how Desmond doesn't
No,
this.
Desmond was barely there in Naigaon. That's why he doesn't know. And
because I
Fatu, I
was
think
only
when
that
the sun
person.
set, he used to be home.
I only was that person.
Yes.
I
But
was
isn't
driving
this like similar
rickshaw,
to
no?
Arya Colony?
Correct. But you have seen it, right?
Who?
Nay.
Desmond?
Kidhar, where is the grave?
You just ask Shami, she'll tell you right away where is that grave.
So you
I
all
was
used to go there or
busy.
what?
We
Busy doing
always
what?
used to pass from there, always.
Really? He must have seen but
Yes,
not
Must
because
have
we used to
noticed
seen,
go
it per
with
se.
her
but I have
daddy
not
to the
noticed.
beach
Yeah.
and all, to West Palm Beach and stuff. So it comes
Oh,
on the way.
oh, that one. Oh
Yes.
Now
shit.
it clicked him.
I
Yes,
was just
please.
Now it
thinking. I
clicked
was
him.
just thinking in the colony. Like this is little bit out of the
No,
colony.
no, not
Oh
in the
no,
colony.
yeah, that one, that one, that one. Yes, 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 yes. Now I remember. I didn't know that there was a history behind that, but wow, nice,
Yeah, that's
Good.
what
At
nice.
was
least
the
someone has a good
history.
memory. You should keep coming and telling us things, Divyani.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish to. Actually, I didn't check his live, but then suddenly I had put up like a live horror podcast, and then I saw
Yeah.
him. I'm like, he's live. I think I didn't check his Insta, so then I
वही
immediately
प्रॉब्लम है
came
ना
here.
सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते ये लोग और फिर बोलते हैं आई डोंट नो सब्सक्राइब
No, I'm
करो
subscribed.
Please subscribe to his channel.
सब्सक्राइब एंड नोटिफिकेशन बेल तो तभी पता चलेगा कि
जब
मैं
घंटा
लाइव
बजेगा
है
पता चलेगा.
हाँ
Alex is
Yeah,
saying that even he has some ghost stories.
he
We should
shared,
bring
I
him
think, the last
online.
time two stories.
yes I told him to come but I think so he is kind of tired a bit or something so he said he'll
Uh,
just be a quiet listener he was the one who shared the two amazing ghost stories in my last stream no I have put the
Alex.
time I have put the time code as well so you guys can check it out
Maybe
that
you know what happens? I start watching, and while watching your show, I fall asleep. So maybe
nay
during that, I must
so
have
in
dozed
my
off.
nay this was in the starting only in the last live stream I've already put the time code so it will be written there
Timestamp.
Ali
Okay, I will check it out.
Alibag ka horror story or something it is there Babare
Ah,
that was something so scary that it remained with me in my mind that
for how long?
that
2 days?
no it is still there fresh like and like it's still there in my mind because he had shared this story on Jose's podcast and then he got found my channel and then
Oh,
he came here also and beautiful person he's supporting me in terms of he's sharing this uh,
superb.
YouTube link
Spread
with
the
his
word, you
friends and
guys. Spread the word.
yes so I think so next time he will come he said no next time I will narrate story about my school friend who got possessed. I have a few ghost
Yeah,
stories. Yes. Robin is there here.
Robin Thapar.
yes, I think so. He's also from Vasai only. Robin, you just missed it. Divyani shared a nice story from Vasai Naigaon.
Hmm. How many Bombay people we have here? Say hi. Pune people too are here.
Pune people कोई
Divyani
नहीं
and
है.
myself. Divyani is
बेकार
there.
है
I'm
Pune
here.
people का.
Excuse me. Why the hates?
Yeah. He,
This isn't good.
Priyanka,
Yes, babe.
yeah, so have you
मेरा
seen that house in MG? Like there are, I think, two houses which are, those mansions are abandoned, but they come under the Indian Army. but they say
The
they claim that
cantonment
them
area.
to be haunted.
Is it the one near the Putla on the turn on the left hand side?
No, I don't
Behind
know
that,
about the Putla, but like that,
where
I've
exactly
seen
are you talking? There are so
three
many
houses.
mansions.
When we go towards Korega Park from the cantonment, also
The
I've
back
seen.
road. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
No, we did like you know, uh, a fun incident, like where
Is
all the
it? Share,
guys,
share.
yeah, they did a experiment. They said, let's go, like, ghost hunting. So they
Mm-hmm.
all jumped into one car. So, this Bishop's, the Tough Club Road where the Bishop School
Okay,
is.
हाँ वही मैं
There's a
बोल रही
free
हूँ वो
Manson,
far है
the
correct.
free,
Yeah, I was just
the
going to tell
Illuminati, the
Divyani
Illuminati
to.
thing is there. So the
But
free Manson's
Priyanka,
thing is there. Yeah, ba.
I wanted to tell you, I think so. I did tell this in my last live stream, but you could not hear that. So there is
Mm-hmm.
another point of view
About?
about the Illuminati. Okay,
Okay.
which is something interesting. And I was like, I always listen to other podcasts, and there was a point of view where I will explain it to you. Okay, and then
Tell
you
me.
see if it makes sense or if it does not make sense. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, to begin with, I will start with an example. Okay, now
Hmm.
there is Priyanka, there is Divyani. Wait, Divyani went. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was by mistake. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So there is Priyanka, there is Divyani, there is Robin, there is Alex, there is Desmond, who are talking against the church, not the
Okay.
religion, talking against the church.
Okay.
Like there is a live example which it happened in Pune, and Divyani is a witness of that, where one of the family members who was receiving, I think so, the Holy Communion or the confirmation, I think so,
Mm-hmm.
is it, and they got
Baptism.
baptism. Yeah, they were receiving their baptism, and then they got it was an accident where he got shock
He got
because
electrocuted because of the mic
yes,
Yeah.
falling
yes,
into the
yes, yes,
water. Yeah.
yes, you know that,
I
right?
know. Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know
know
the
the
story.
incident. Yeah.
So now the church did not help the family XYZ, whatever that is. So we
Okay.
as individual, we are talking bad about the church. We are saying, the church is not helping uh,
Hmm.
XYZ. At least now there
Mm-hmm.
is a church in my area. Okay, so basically there are two churches. One is in the main area, and one is a new
Hmm.
church which is just come close to where we stay. So the people
Hmm.
who were staying in my area, they decided to go to this new church. So what happened is the church which
Hmm.
we used to go for so many years, they
Yeah.
actually started feeling bad, and they not feeling bad, but they got offended, saying that how can you go to that church? So their donation started becoming less. Then they said that if
Okay.
you go to that church, then we will not give you a grave in our church XYZ. And they
Yeah.
started fighting,
Okay.
and during the service this is happening, the priest is shouting at the people. So we are talking very bad about the church.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
what the management of the church, I mean the priest, the pope, XYZ, who is a part of the church, said that
Hmm.
this group of people, that means Desmond, Priyanka, Divyani, and whoever is there in this chat,
Yeah.
are bad people. They are doing devil work. They are against God. So
Okay.
Because we
basically,
are highlighting the actual concerns.
yes. And see, it's not that
Just
I
because it
am.
doesn't go their way, it's we are becoming evil.
Yes. And it's not that, I am
Okay.
talking bad about any religion. I'm just
Yeah.
giving an example now. Okay.
Common sense, this is
Yeah.
basically.
So what actually happened was many, many, many years before, there were a
Hmm.
group of people, at least it
Hmm.
started with one person who understood that there is a difference between the religion, and there's difference between the church, like the people who are running the church, people who are
Yeah.
running the whole thing, and they want to do what they want to do, but they don't actually follow at least humanity. They will not even care about if you are
Yeah.
rich, poor. They will just do all nonsense things.
Hmm.
So when this
Mm-hmm.
person decided to speak to other colleagues of his and family members and people from the society, he collected this group of people and he made them aware that you need to believe in the religion, you need to respect and love the religion, but what these people are doing, who's controlling the church, temple, mosque, whatever, they are wrong.
Hmm.
So you should not follow them, stop following them, stop doing whatever they are doing. So now they created a group. Okay, so now this is
Okay.
a different group which was against the management, which was against the church, not against the religion. So what the church did is, for the people who are the followers of the church who had not gone to this group, they said
Huh.
that this group is evil, they are doing all bad stuff because they are talking about they are talking against the church. So just to
Mm-hmm.
safeguard the church's
Hmm.
reputation, they told that these people are bad, and that is why
You.
Illuminati are called evil people. But there is another theory where these people are actually,
But they're
having common sense.
self-proclaimed. They're
Who?
very self-proclaimed. The
That is
Illuminatis.
that is the thing, is the church is making a picture about these people, like they are like this. But
Hmm.
have you met a person who is from this group, and have you
I
met
have.
a person, and have you
I
like
have.
did they tell you that we are against the religion, like whatever, like we are
No,
worshipping the god
No,
of.
no,
he
they don't
was
say that.
super discreet. When I was flying, I met an American pilot, captain,
Hmm.
and I was in the cockpit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw his ring, and it was one of the signs of the Illuminatis.
Illuminatis.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I looked at
Hmm.
his ring and I immediately recognized it.
Hmm.
And I asked him, Captain, uh, what's with the ring? He just looked at me and smiled. He's like, do you know what it is? I said,
Hmm.
don't tell me you're part of an Illuminati. And he was like shocked. He took his headphones off and like, you know about it? I said, yes, I do.
Hmm.
And I was like, how do you have it? And he just smiled at me. I said, really? He's like, yeah. And I said, how did you get in touch? Like, were you recruited or how? He said, they found me. They picked me.
Oh.
Yes.
And he was chosen. And they don't just pick normal people like us.
They choose very
They
intelligent people.
choose the creme of the creme. Like,
Right.
clever
Intelligent,
people.
they choose intelligent people, then I'm not there in that,
Yes.
so
Yeah, even
finish.
I wouldn't be in a running. So he was at a handler kind of a thing. He spoke about handler. And I
Hmm.
was like, damn, I know about this because there was a point in life when I was so deep into this Illuminati, and then I could see signs everywhere. Like
Oh my
everywhere I
God.
go, I
but
can see
but
the
have you
structures.
have
Mm.
you imagined that what they are showing is not the truth, but what they're hiding is the truth? Like, have you imagined that?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm
Mm,
But
just
then
saying.
we
I'm just
fall on
saying.
the grounds to prove it because, they don't leave proofs. That's why I'm saying they're very intelligent people.
no,
Yeah,
for
that is
me,
there.
I feel whatever they're doing is they are declaring it and doing it, and they're normalizing everything. So we don't find it weird.
Hmm. Can I share something related to this? It's very
Yes,
interesting.
please,
Okay,
please.
so this is not for
We've
the
gone down another lane.
Illuminatis. I
We have
know.
Belissa. Belissa was also saying hi, and she said that
Yeah, let me read
wanted
the
just
chats.
read the chat.
Yes, I'll read the
Belissa
Mm-hmm.
chats.
said
Yeah.
she's from Bombay.
I'm from Mumbai. Then Alex is saying, Discord, you your crazy ghost stories. And Belissa is saying, this Saturday, if there is Jose's ghost story, I'll promote your channel. Yo, my God, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
whoop whoop.
I'm trying to
Thanks,
enter that
Belissa. Shout out to you.
stream for
Nice.
so long and not getting chance. If I get a
You can
chance to
come here
come
if
on.
you don't get with Jose. Come
Yeah,
join us.
Melissa, you can come if I get a chance to come online and tell story. You want to come to my stream or you want to go to Jose's stream? I'm
Come
confused.
here since you're here. and then go to
Yeah.
Jose also.
Yes.
Jose's is a long wait.
Alex is saying Discord link is shared on Jose's Ghost stream. Oh my god. Good, good, good. Your content is good. You only need the right set of people to connect. Yes, you are there.
Alex is
Alex
your
is
man.
there. Yes, he's
Alex
my
is your
man.
man.
Robin Babare. Okay, you continue. There are many chats. Divyani.
Okay. Yeah, so this is regarding the Freemasons. Okay.
Hmm.
Before I start, please, I'm not judging any Freemason because
Hmm.
I know many Freemasons in Nagpur. Like some of them are my dad's classmates. Dads,
Whoa.
okay. So, and then I know some young people also, they are into the Freemasonry. Then my friend's uncle is also there, but they all are very normal people. What we
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
about them, okay, there is a bad side maybe, but there is no proof. But yeah, whatsoever. So just don't judge me if I tell this, but this is true. Okay. So I was I was small. I was in school. I think in fifth standard. Okay,
Hmm.
and just on the walkable distance from my school, there is this Masonic lodge, the Heritage Home. Okay, where they all meet up. It's a very like 113-year old bungalow. Okay, where
Hmm.
they all come and they gather, do their meetings and whatever. So so that time just I think few years from then my grandmother retired, like before, like 5 6 years before that. So what had happened was one fine day my dad comes and he says to my grandmother ki mama, my friend, my classmate is there, he's a mason, and he's telling, do you want to bring your mom and yourself, we'll make you talk to your dad. Okay, now my grandfather passed away. It's like 30, more than 30 years. Okay,
Hmm.
not 30, more than 42 years now. Okay,
Hmm.
because my grandmother became a widow very in a very early age. Okay, so
Hmm.
my grandfather's no more. So the friend told my dad, ki, come and get your mom. We'll make you talk to your dad. And then my dad was like, "Sap." Like it's an open invitation. Then he told, okay, like we'll see. So he came in a lot of excitement, and he told my grandmother. I was also there, a small, but then I understood. So because we call that house Bhoot Bangla, okay, in our
Hmm.
Bachaga language. Mein. Even
Yeah.
the localites who stay around there, they call it Bhoot Bangla. So then he told my grandmother that they are calling. So my grandma was like, just ignore them. No need to, get into it. They are trying to pull you into their cult. So
Hmm.
that was the time I realized, okay, yeah, there is something there. They do some sort of black magic and then they call your whatever whom you want to talk to, your beloveds. So yeah, this was an open invitation. Nobody talks like that, but this invitation my dad got. So yeah, that was the
Crazy.
story.
It's quite weird. Huh? Like,
Yeah.
there are people
And
that would.
right. And when like we were in college, like me and my group in the 12th standard, so we had this chool, to go there in the Mason's Lodge. Everything is like it's in the city center, it's in the civil lines, it's a very elite area. So we all thought, okay, we'll go there. So we all went, okay. It's a
Hmm.
big door, we opened it and we went. Excuse me. So on the entrance, we saw the banner of Rotary Club. And so
Hmm.
I understood that, I think they are sponsored by Rotary Club and many other sponsorships. So we went there. Okay, there are some gadis which are outside in the premises. Okay, there'll be cars and all parked there outside. But when you see, even from a distance, when you see the lodge it is quite transparent. It has big, big
Hmm.
glass doors. So
Hmm.
it's all empty. Okay, there are so many cars and all parked, but it's all empty. Then one of my friend, like his dad was a pastor. He said
Hmm.
that they all are underground. Like nobody sits there. They all go underground. So everything is underground. And then, so
Yeah.
Mm.
tried to be too smart. So there were a few kids on the other side. There's a big yard there, okay. So we just called those kids. I'm like, "ये क्या करते हैं यहाँ पर?" Then he like, हमें यहाँ आना अलाउड नहीं है, हमारे मम्मी पापा देखेंगे तो डांटेंगे, हम जा रहे हैं, यहाँ ना चुड़ैल होती है. And they left.
Wow.
I got scared. So
चुड़ैल
it is
होती है.
scary. Yeah, it is very scary. The moment you enter there, the vibe is very negative. And the moment
Yeah.
you look up, there are all bats. Those trees on those trees. So yeah,
Full
that was my
setting.
experience.
Divyani, you remember you were telling me one story when you had gone with Larry to Mumbai during the lockdown time for Abigail's
Oh my
hospital.
God, Desmond.
Yeah, you can share that, but just let
Something happened.
just let
Just in
me
a
re.
voice, you know.
I had no idea all that took place. And like when Rani, I went in the guest room and sat alone without electricity. Only if I had to know that, I would have not entered that room.
Okay,
Wait,
hold
before
on. Let me
before
go
you
through the
begin,
chat and
yeah,
then
before you
you
begin,
tell us your
yeah, before
next
you
Cool, cool,
begin,
story.
cool.
Robin is
Like
saying, be it satanic, be it Luciferians, or be it Illuminati, they they practice and belief should be normalized like other faith. My God,
any other
he's
faith.
he's saying it should be normalized like any other faith.
Well,
Babare.
it depends as to what you believe. So, like he's
But
saying, their
is that
beliefs.
is that a
They
religion
have
or
degrees, no, in that.
Yeah,
my
it's
God?
not a religion. I think it's a power play.
Robin is saying even they are humans and like other people, even they have
They
rights to
they
Yeah,
practice
yeah.
their faith.
they
But
put a
that's
very
the
My
clean
whole idea. They
picture.
want to normalize all the weird stuff. I mean, I'm not
mm.
trying to offend anyone, but that's what the world has come to.
Alex is saying Freemasons are extremely powerful. Oh, babare.
Indeed.
But
Right.
what's the difference between Freemason and this Illuminati and
There is one
XYZ?
more apart from Freemason and Illuminati. That's Knight Templars also.
Babare, what is
But
all this?
I think it's the same thing, different departments. I mean, all Satan worshippers,
See,
I
it is
guess.
same, but when it comes to Freemasonry,
There is
if there
a
are men,
power
then there
grade.
will only be
Yeah.
men. But if the women, then the women group will be different. But it's not like they're in Illuminati.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's a
that's
new
how it
thing.
is.
Hmm.
They basically want men, but then there is a society in the US where US ladies or whoever they wanted, they have
Hmm.
made their own Freemasonry, a lodge where only the females come.
Hmm. Let's read the next comment. Also, Desmond do one stream about necromancy. This is the most dangerous form of black magic. What is the meaning of necromancy?
I think the art of doing black magic, or that group of people. I'm not sure. You'll have to do a bit of research on this.
Hmm. I need to
So on your
do
next live, we can.
Like, I
a.
have heard very creepy things about what they do. I'm not sure
Ne-
if I'm supposed to say that.
Is it
ne-
necromancy?
yeah, tell
No,
us.
no, when
No.
it comes to Freemasonry, what I have heard from like great people who lived around over there, they
Hmm.
say that they
Okay.
they remove their clothes and they walk in circular motions and whatnot.
But I'm surprised how are they discussing it outside because they are very secretive.
Because there are many people who have discussed it outside and they died, like they were stoned to death, and in much
Stoned to
cases
death.
they were killed in such a way that all the blood from their body was removed.
And I think so.
Okay.
Once you join that group or whatever, then you
It's very
cannot
difficult to
share.
come out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
cannot
can't get out.
share it
Yeah,
because
you can't share.
I don't know if you know this or if you don't know, but this rapper is there, no? That Yo Yo Honey Singh.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
He used to do this sign. I don't know if you can see the
Yeah.
camera. He used to do
Triangular
this,
one.
yeah, this triangular sign because he was from that group, and then when you join that group, you get a lot of fame and money and XYZ.
Yeah.
And a couple of years before, he had just vanished from the entire scene, and they gave a reason
Yes.
that he had some sickness or this or something. But
Yes.
I seen one video where they said that he was trying to get out of that because it had become too much, but they were not allowing him, or something happened that
Yeah. It's
it
hard to
had
get
some
in
problem.
and get out of
And one of
that thing.
the news reporters had asked him also that, are you a part
What?
of this group and all, and he just ignored that. But there are some conspiracy theory about many Bollywood stars also being a part of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
group
yeah.
for fame and money.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
like
Saif
if
Ali
you
Khan
actually start
himself runs
getting
with the
in,
name of Illuminati.
he has it. Yeah, his production house is Illuminati, Illumination or something.
Yeah, Saif Ali Khan, no?
Illuminati Productions, correct.
Oh fuck. See what Alex has written. Necromancy is a form of conjuring a demon into a dead body and you have to feed blood to that dead body. Crap.
My God. This is
No thanks.
That's too
extreme
much.
horror.
No, this is going to be like zombie. No, no, not
Extreme.
happening.
Robin
Somebody's
is
talking about
saying,
Minaz Ali Askari.
yeah, Robin
Yes,
is
he's too
saying,
good. Huh?
you can invite, yeah,
Who's
Are
that?
Baba, he's a Pakistani, like same horror channel he has. He in fact goes live every freaking night, okay? And
Yes.
every night there are at least 50 100 people coming and sharing. And मेरा live stream में कोई नहीं आता है.
Jane, Jane. We start small.
Yeah, yeah, he's doing it from so many years. Actually, he was a RJ back then when he was young, and then he used to have that thing
Acha. So he
in.
also started off small only, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
couple of years when you'll be there. Don't worry.
Inshallah, inshallah, very soon,
Inshallah.
very soon.
Hmm.
Next. This we read.
Can I hear
About
Bapre,
this
you can
her?
use necromancy to send a demon
demon
after
after
anyone you hate.
anyone you
Oh my
hate.
god.
That is even more scarier. Because if
Too
that fails, it comes back to
intense.
you. That is one thing I've learned. The
Okay, I
demon
don't know.
eventually comes back to the person who has started the whole
Talking
thing.
talking about black magic, no?
Hmm.
Um, you know Jay Alani, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how I got introduced to him, in the sense like how we started speaking, I always knew him, but I was
Hmm.
always a bit scared to message him to invite him for my channel, like to have a conversation and record an episode and all.
Hmm.
So there's a friend of mine here, okay, and she knew
Okay.
that I do this paranormal YouTube XYZ or whatever. So she had another friend, okay, who was going through some black magic shit in her family, and she asked me if you know anyone. So I gave Jay's number, and then she spoke to Jay, and then Jay said, no, I don't do all this, because she called Jay and she told, can you remove the black magic from me and this, that, and all. So Jay assumed it might be some random person, so he said, I don't do it. And Jay messaged
Hmm.
me as well, like, did you give
Hmm.
uh, my number to anyone,
My
because he
contact.
knew,
Yeah.
yeah, he knew that like I existed and I am from Muscat and all, and she also had called from Muscat as well. So he
Yeah.
contacted me, and that is how I said, no, 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 sorry, and this and that and all. Then he said, Are, no worries, blah, blah, blah. And then we had the conversation. Now, the story
Acha.
is about this female, okay?
Hmm.
So, same, I will narrate this story into, like, break the story into three parts. First is the character introduction, and then the second is the incident, and then we'll try to discuss what can be a logical reason.
Okay.
So, Muslim family, okay, one mother, no husband, and the
Hmm.
mother has two sons, both are married, they're staying in one house, it's a big house.
Hmm.
So the mother's name is, let's name the mother Divyani, okay? And now two sons are there. Divyani has Robin and Alex, and
Hmm.
Robin and Alex both are married.
Hmm.
Now Divyani likes Alex but does not like Robin, because sometimes parents have like one favorite kid, So Robin was one of the favorite kid, and she didn't like Alex. So Robin was happily married. They had kids XYZ. So Robin is not in the story. Alex is the main character and Divyani. So
Hmm.
now, Divyani kept telling Alex, you should get a kid. You should get a kid. Kept taunting. So Alex started talking to his wife, and Alex's wife is Priyanka. So
Hmm.
now they're trying for a baby. Now it's been
Hmm.
6, 7, 8 months, 1 year. They're trying, it's not happening.
Okay.
And they had reached to that stage that even they actually wanted, because they're trying so much, that feeling was coming. So they wanted a kid, but it's not happening. And Divyani is also telling, you get a kid, putting a lot of pressure. And sometimes, some families, how they put pressure. So what happened is Priyanka spoke to her parents who were in India.
Hmm.
So then they said, you go to the doctor, take all the medical help, XYZ. So they did all medical tests, everything was fine, but still they were confused. What is wrong? Why? It's they are not conceiving.
Hmm.
So then Priyanka's mom decided that since you have already taken medical help, why don't you go and speak to a religious person and take some help in terms of prayers and this, that, and all. So Priyanka's mom said, I have a person, he's a relative only, and he is a very religious person. He will come and meet you. So he came and he met Priyanka. Now this is all
Hmm.
happening in Muscat. So when
Yeah.
the this it I think so they call them like a sheikh, like how we call Reverend Father XYZ. When a person is very,
Maulana.
yeah, Maulana, like a educated person, then they use the
Yeah.
word sheikh. It's not because that
Hmm.
person is rich, but so he was like one of that sheikh
Ah,
type
yeah.
of person, very highly educated. So he went,
Hmm.
he met Priyanka, and Priyanka told the whole history and this and that. So he told her that there is someone from your family who has put a black magic on you so that you don't get kids. So Priyanka
Oh.
was confused, like, who can be that person? Everyone in the family likes me. We are such a loving family. Alex's brother Robin also likes us, everything. Then she decided to find out who has done the black magic. So when this did their prayers and XYZ, this, that, and all, they came to know it is Divyani who did that. So
The
basically,
mother.
the mother did not like Priyanka. She liked Robin's wife more as compared to Priyanka, because Priyanka was kind of like, taking her son away. So she was getting jealous and this and that. Obviously, wife will obviously take the husband and do some plans according to them. But Divyani was always against that. No, no, you all should not go here. You all should not go. But she didn't show that.
Hmm.
But inside and inside, she um, was getting
Disliked her.
jealous and, yeah, disliking her. So she did that black magic on her, and that priest or whatever, he asked Priyanka, "Do you want to reverse that?" So normally, what happens
Hmm.
is in black magic, you can reverse that as well. Whoever
Yeah.
has done that, you can reverse that as well. So Priyanka said, "No, it's okay, no problem," and that thing went away. And now they have a baby girl, I think so, which they delivered 6 months before. So this all happened
Like
during
recent?
the, yeah, this all happened during the, like, after the COVID, when things started opening and all, like when you could
Hmm.
meet people and all. This was that time incident, because this friend had called me, because this friend was very close to Priyanka. And then the Priyanka said, no, I need help, this someone has done black magic, mujhe madad karo XYZ. So I
But then how did
assumed
the curse go away?
that, I
Like you have
really
to
don't know,
break the
maybe.
curse or you have to reverse it, right?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can break the curse maybe with lot of prayers or something, because
yeah.
no, actually you have not heard Alex's story. You hear Alex's story. Let's go to my next like previous live stream when he
Hmm.
shared the story. In that story also, the main character who was possessed, eventually the ghost did not go. The spirit was still there, but with the power of prayers,
Hmm.
the possession, the haunting reduced. So I think so, like with power of prayers you can actually break. There might be some way of doing, how in Christianity there is a way, maybe in that uh, religion also there might be a way of doing that.
Could be.
I'm not
Could
really
be.
sure. And before that, I should not believe in black magic. Like if I do magic, then yes, it comes into black magic. But I
To pray.
really but I never believed, like, I should not, like, I should think how it is possible, like, how can you just sit and do some evil stuff and harm that other person? How is that possible? Because God has made humans and God has made jinns, and God has given jinns and angels a special power to to do some different things, but humans cannot harm anyone else. Like physically they can, but without that I don't know. But I confusing, but I after
No,
that
but I
story
think I do believe in this black magic and all. I believe it is true. Like
I
people
think so.
actually can give bad luck or send spirits someone's way or not let someone progress
Hmm. Yeah,
because
actually, when jealousy
it's like,
and
yeah, so it's like, basically focusing all of your negative energy onto that person. So I think that's what happens.
no, but then they do take the like a strand of a hair or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
from your body or something, and then they
Something
use.
Yeah, they even
personal.
do black magic when you are on your periods. That's like they say that's the most strongest, weakest time for the person who has periods to
Hmm.
affect that person.
Mm.
But the thing is, I also read about it. Like, if you do black magic, then even you have to sacrifice something. It's not that
Yeah.
you will get it on your own will. You also have to give something to gain something like that. Something like that it is.
Yeah. See, because why would the devil do its work for free? You
Hmm.
know, there's always going to be a give and take. So if you want me to do a favor for you, I'm sure the devil has to be pleased in some way, or that evil entity, whatever it is, a demon, the devil, a spirit,
Hmm.
you know. So if we are going to ask that spirit to do your bids,
Hmm.
and eventually, from what I've seen and heard, it comes, it starts and ends with the same person. So if you
Hmm.
have been cursing someone, so at some point you're going to run out of your luck, and that entity will eventually take your own life. Your own life as
Correct.
in the person who was doing all this to the other people, inflicting
Correct.
all the
Correct.
pain. So
But
it takes
here
that
now,
person also.
here
Mm.
what comes in place is that even a normal human being, they have
Mm.
a negative vibe and they have a positive vibe.
Yeah,
And
तो वो अपन बोलते
like
हैं ना नजर लगती है.
yes, and when you go to someone's house you get that happy wala feeling, means it is a positive vibe. But if you get that
Correct.
extremely negative feeling, then you don't know how to express that, but you get some weird feeling when you go in someone's house sometimes. And I don't know where I read this or where I seen it, but like there was a story where the villagers, they don't cut the tree if they want to
Mm. They want
uh,
to curse it and it dies on
like
its
they,
own.
yeah, if they want to remove the tree,
Yeah,
they
it's a
will
fact.
stand around and they keep cursing the tree, and with
Yeah.
that negative energy in around the tree, it automatically will die.
Yeah.
So actually we humans also are very powerful in the sense, if you want to harm anyone, we can
Mm.
harm. And in fact, humans are more scarier than spirits and ghosts,
Yeah.
because ghosts can only scare a person, they cannot harm, like they cannot physically harm. But we humans are, we have to be
Capable
careful of
of
humans.
everything. Yeah.
That is scary.
It is. It is.
Ah, had a good conversation, man. Really nice. Last stream also was
Mm.
nice. This stream also was nice. Lovely, lovely conversation. Priyanka, next time, please, when you're coming,
Yes.
share some story, some nice
You know,
ghost story.
now that she was talking, we were talking about this whole possession and black
Hmm.
magic. A lot of things came to my mind.
Yeah, the same, same. Even when I start talking, na, then
Then, yeah, because I know it's
stories come in
all
my.
there in my head. But
Just
then,
need to get refreshed. Yeah.
yeah,
But
no,
now what
I've
I have
had,
started doing is I started
um,
making notes. So I have different. I have a folder with different
you
stories.
know, I should have taken your advice and started writing all my instances and all the ghost
Ah,
stories that I've experienced in the last 10 years with the flights and the stories I've
yeah.
heard.
Then you
You
should.
have jogged my memory.
Priyanka, how you
Yes,
could feel like when you, as you said, no, that you can make out like if they are Illuminatis, and you can feel that
hmm.
energy, or you can see that particular character, you can read
Yeah.
it. Like, how is that? Can you share?
As in, see, because he had a ring and it was very obvious. Now, when you see, when I say
What
that you
kind
can
of ring
see
it was?
everything, he had like a silver ring with the Illuminati sign. So they have like the all-seeing eye, the pyramid, then they have the compass. So there are different things. You know, they have like
The
in the
one
pyramid
eye,
you see the eye, yeah, the one eye. So that's called the all-seeing eye. The
big
pyramid is the
boss.
one. Yes. And then they have the one with the compass. You know, जो geometry वाला compass आता है ना,
Hmm.
Correct.
with the two needles, that one. So when I used to go to US or even in the Middle East, you will see building structures. They are so clearly an Illuminati building.
But can't it be like a coincidence where,
But
like,
seriously, why
no, no,
is
I'm
people
just.
making buildings with eye shape and all? So that's the thing, no. Like, you know, when you see it on a daily basis, it's kind of a normal thing. It's like, it's just an eye,
Right.
it's just
Even
a
their
ring.
handshake is different. No,
Yes, they have a secret handshake and
their
all.
knock
There's
is different. The handshake is
some,
different.
yeah, then I've seen some people with a chain and a pendant of the Illuminati. But,
Babare.
you know, you can't always walk up and ask someone about it. But since I was in the flight deck, it was just the three of us. I asked him straight up, like, okay, Captain, what is the deal? And he told me. And he was American, so he didn't shy away. And then I've seen these Masonic temples also in Philadelphia when I went. I saw, and it's so prominently out there. They are not hiding it at all. They're not being discreet. They used to be a secret group, but now they are out and open.
So they
Right. They
are.
directly say we are the Freemasons.
Yeah, yeah. Freemasons, and you will see the whole design and the structure, the art on their walls, inside, outside. It is so prominent.
Like as I said, my dad's classmate's father,
Hmm.
he he was into masonry from quite some time, but the kids used to go to the church. Okay, so eventually he got his membership from the church taken off because he didn't want to go, and then he's still very active Freemason.
Even
So when
now.
he did that, uh, not Illuminati, Freemason. So
Hmm.
when he did that, like when he removed the membership, so the church asked like, what happened, sir? Like why and all, and then eventually they got to know that he visits the Freemasons. So they said, we are not going to give you the grave in the cemetery. Okay,
Yeah.
there will be no place for you. He's like, I don't care. Like I will get
For
my body
for
done
that
the
also
way
they have their
Freemasons want.
setting. Yeah.
Right.
They
And
have their
then
own thing.
yeah, and then he had gone to France, where these Freemasons go. There is this black shrine of Mary. There they go to visit that black shrine of Mary.
Yeah. See,
So it's all
initially, I
just
think
so
in the
weird.
beginning they used to hide it, but now when you travel and you see, especially abroad, it is so
Mm-hmm.
open. And it's not
Yeah.
like a small construction or like a small temple or a small church.
See now, I've
They are
shared
Right.
in the screen.
massive. They are
Share the
Right. It's
massive.
screen.
high end. See
You can see
the
this.
Yeah.
cross
See, that's the
upside down.
Baphomet. That's the Baphomet statue,
What is that
the
called?
half
Baptism.
goat.
Looks like Lucifer.
Yes.
Half good.
Yeah, he's known as the Baphomet
Oh, I
with
didn't
the
know
goat
that.
head. Yeah. As me, I've done. I was watched this way too much. I was in deep shit with this.
Nice mutton biryani will become.
Really, तुझ खा भाई.
Yeah, but this images which I'm showing now, this was circulating on the internet quite some time before,
Yeah. See, that's the star
where the it's like a the cross is the other way, and
upside down cross.
yeah, but I don't know
So they
what
are
is
openly
the
accepting they are
logic.
antichrist.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's nothing
What
hidden about it.
what is the logic behind this? Or but then the point of view which I was telling you guys.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know, because remember always, the media always will hide the real truth and show you something else, and it will make you
Correct.
believe that this is the
Right.
truth.
Half
So,
information.
yeah, eventually, once we die and whenever we go on top, it will be something different only, completely different, which we must have not even imagined because uh, my in-laws were there here for a couple of
There or
months, like
here.
almost, yeah, here in Oman for 3 months they were there,
Acha.
and then we visited a mosque. Okay,
Hmm.
and when you visit a mosque, there are some, like like ushers who are there in the corner of each pillar, and yeah, they're talking about the religion, about the Quran, this, that, and all. And my father-in-law
Hmm.
is a very curious person who wants to know everything, so he decided to wait there and he started talking with the usher.
Hmm.
So he asked which one is the real religion, Christianity or Islam or Hinduism or whatever. So that guy asked
Okay.
him, that guy answered, he said, when Jesus Christ was born,
Hmm.
okay, did he create Christianity?
No.
Then yeah,
No.
the answer is no. So Jesus Christ came, okay, he spread the word of God, he did good things, and he went back home uh, to his father or wherever. So it's human who created the religion. It's not
Right.
Jesus Christ came and said, no, now from now you all are all Christians. No, it is a different thing. So he's saying this is humans what created, and we are not denying that Jesus Christ is uh, not a person to worship, but we believe that instead of how do I say
Him
this
being the
in a
son
right,
of God. He is
yeah,
not the
in
son of God, but
no, no,
he
no,
is a messenger.
he
This is
is
what the
he
Muslims
is
The
believe.
Muslims say, yeah.
he is
Hmm.
the son of God, like how do I say, I want to put it in the right way so I don't offend anyone.
I think,
Okay.
you know what? The
He
same thing
is,
what Desmond is telling. I have one friend. He also, put it in this way. He's like, it's not that we don't believe Jesus. We do. And we even believe that
Isa
he's going to
Masiya.
come and,
hmm,
during the salvation. But he put a very, very unique point to me, okay? Saying that Jesus was not crucified. He was directly taken up by Allah. So they say, so there was no crucifixion. He was already chosen and directly taken up.
yeah, there
Okay.
are
That's
a
what they
couple
say.
of stories here, and there is another story where they said that during that time they used to like crucify the criminals, and there was
Right.
one person who actually looked like the Jesus Christ, and everyone
Yeah, that's
assumed
what
that
they
it was
say.
him and XYZ. But to complete this, what I was saying is that they do believe that Jesus Christ and Muhammad and whoever is there, that they are the messengers. But yes, Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Christ is the, like, the chosen one because he could perform miracles and XYZ. But eventually we do not pray to them, we directly pray to
Hmm.
God.
Allah.
Yeah, Allah
Hmm.
and God is like one of the same thing.
Same.
Hmm.
So So he's saying he does not have any problem. It's just that, and he asked us. He asked another question. He asked us that how many versions are there of the Bible? Do you know how many versions are there of the Bible?
Many.
I think there are
Many, right?
only no.
There are,
I
like,
think
There are
Bible
many.
it's
there are
New
written
King
many.
by
James,
many
King
books.
James,
No, no, not books, not chapters, not this.
the
How many
versions.
versions? There are different, like there are versions, like there's Roman Catholic Bible, then there is Protestant Bible, then XYZ. There's so many new Bible, something. I'm not.
Good news is there.
Yes,
KJV
good
is there.
news.
New
Yeah,
KJV is
something
there.
like that. So he's saying y'all are having so many versions, but Quran was written in one way until date. It is in that way. No one has
Hmm.
changed anything, and we
Yeah.
only
No scriptures being changed.
yeah we only follow and practice the way Muhammad or whoever the person is
Prophet
following.
Muhammad. Hmm.
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad, but
Yeah.
eventually we worship Allah.
Jesus as well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
do. They
Allah
don't
is the,
worship
yeah,
Jesus,
the
but
ultimate, yeah.
they have a respect for for him.
Jesus.
Hmm.
Yeah, but talking religion on online is too scary. So
It's too scary and
yeah,
we'll get
it's
beatings now.
yeah. But this is our point of view, so please don't get offended if you
Right.
did. And
We're sorry.
yes, sorry, please, sorry, maaf karo.
Right.
And yeah, I think so. It's almost 2 hours 21 minutes, so we should be done for tonight's
Achievement
live
of
stream.
yes.
I'm
Yo.
hoping Alex comes on my next live stream and share his ghost stories, because he have couple of stories.
And
Also,
also
thank
Belissa.
yeah, Belissa also. She's going to promote my podcast. So first promote and then you come.
Don't do
Otherwise,
that. You can
you
come
can do.
here
You
as
can
well.
come. Yeah, you can come. And Robin is also there. So yeah, I think so. Thank you everyone. Especially thank you for Priyanka and Divyani for joining in. Divyani,
OMG.
next live stream, you have to share that story. What you send me a message. And
Yeah.
Oh
Priyanka,
yeah.
you come up with some story now. Halas,
No,
this is your
what come up?
mission.
I remembered. It's just that where
No,
the
keep one
spirits
thing
have
in
been latched
mind.
on.
Just keep one thing in mind. Write it on your phone or something. Type it on your phone or something. That this story I have to tell next. Halas.
Okay.
So
Khalas.
whenever you
I'll
come, you
remember.
have to tell that story.
Inshallah.
Hmm.
I will.
Okay, then.
Yalla. Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Desmond. See you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
guys.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
Bye,
take your
both of
leave now.
you.
Bye, Divyani.
Yes. Good
Bye.
Bye.
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Okay, Des. Take
See
care.
you.
Next live I will tell that experience of ours.
Yes.
That terrifically horrible experience.
Do tell next live stream.
Yeah,
And
I will. I will.
mostly I might go. I have decided to go live on Tuesday and on Saturdays, because Saturdays more viewership is there, and Tuesdays is for just a chilled out stream. So let's keep it 2 live streams in a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Good night. Hey, any Vasai story? Cause I stay here. Yes, bro. I did narrate a Vasai story. You can go back to this live stream once the like you can go back to this video when the live stream is over, and you can check it out. There will be the title there, Vasai ka horror story. So you listen to that. If not, on my channel there are a couple of stories which are from Vasai. And let me see if I think so. I have one Vasaikal story, but I narrated that there's 2 live streams, like before. But let's see. It's a very short story, so I'll narrate it. This is a story which I have got from someone. So to end the live stream, I will end it with a story. The I did narrate the story, but just because you asked me, I will narrate it. Eh, Okay, so here we go. Okay, I hope you're still there online. So, as usual, I'll break this into three parts. First is the introduction, then the main story, and then we can discuss if there is any logical reason behind this. So, the story is about the Vasai fort. Okay, and we all know, whoever is from Naiga Vasai, that somewhere down the line we have heard some or other story from Vasai fort that someone has experienced something. So someone, I would not name this person, but they have shared an experience. So I'm going to read this out. Okay. So here we go. So this is a story of a small village called Vasai, which is in the interiors of Mumbai. It's also famous since they call it Mini Goa, an amazing place with a beautiful fort constructed during the Portuguese time. But there is always a dark side to a place, and this is a story of a woman who was believed to practice black magic while she was alive. The story dates back in the year 1987 when Vasai was not populated and a very few people lived there. Not a lot of information on the woman and where she lived, but the villagers say that she was happily married and one day she became crazy when her husband left her because she had a dark history of practicing rituals which led her to do black magic. She could not bear the separation and eventually became mentally sick. Villagers say that she used to often roam in the middle of the night inside the fort area, and to date, the fort is not safe to visit after sunset because of the dense forest and no proper civilization. For a while, the villagers saw her, but then suddenly she vanished. No one knew where she was, and after a few months, people forgot about her and continued their life. But when people started to witness some supernatural activity inside the fort premises, they assumed that it might be the same woman. Now, this was the history of the woman, and to date, the villagers call her Chudel or Diane, who used to do black magic. Has she destroyed a lot of people's life? So now, talking about the present time, we are in 2020-22, and to date, some people witness seeing an old woman wearing complete black at one particular place, which is near the well. For people who have visited Vasai Fort, will know the location. So be careful when you visit the fort area. And the scariest part is no one knows if this woman is still alive or if it's a ghost. This was the scary story of Vasai Fort. So yes, the Vasai Fort is haunted, and there is an article as well, which was, I think so, in 2009 or 2010, where they shared the story about this female who used to do black magic, and then she vanished, and sometimes people see her, but no one knows if she is alive or if she's dead, if it's a ghost or if she's not a, I don't know what it is. And I used to I studied in GG college, so Vasai Fort was extremely close to for us, and we used to bunk and we used to go there. Normally we used to go in the afternoon, but sometime, just to have a couple of drinks, we used to go in the evening. We did feel the negative energy there, but I have not witnessed anything. But I know a couple of my friends from Vasai, they have heard some story here and there. So yes, the Vasai story is for you. Karan is saying thanks, Des. Cool, just discovered your channel. Oh wow. Extremely nice. Thank you if you have discovered my channel. If you like the stream, it will be better. And if you subscribe to my channel, then my day will just be perfect. So do subscribe to my channel and share this channel link with your friends, so that we can grow as a group, as a community who likes to listen to horror stories and discuss about horror stories. There is one episode of Shh Koi Hai. Now, when I think about it, I can relate to what the Freemasons are. That episode is made on it, cut to cut. Which is this episode? Maybe you can share the link. We can all watch this episode. Yes, I know the Vasai fort. Scary. The Vasai fort. The fort is actually horrifying during the night time. Yes, 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 yes. By the way, do you have any stories? I was about to end the stream, but since you joined, maybe if you want, you can click the link in the description. You can join in. You can come and say hi. You can come and say hello. If you have a ghost story, you can share. If you just like to talk about anything, you can do join in. I'll wait for a while if you are comfortable. But yes, talking about the Vasai Fort, अबा इतना stories है ना वसई फोर्ट के बारे में, that I can actually make 10-15 episodes only about that. And Vasai Fort is so big that, but now the thing is, there are some wrong activities also. People go and consume drugs and this and that and all. But it is haunted. Also, if you want to see a paranormal investigation which is done on Vasai Fort, okay, just type on YouTube Vasai Fort Jay Alani. Okay, you will get one video and watch that video. So Jay Alani is a paranormal investigator. He has gone to Vasai Fort and he has investigated the fort, and he has taken this K2 meter, and he has taken all these different equipments, and he has tried to interact with the ghost. And the scariest part is, in that video, he goes and investigates somewhere near the well, and he finds the temperature dropping near the well. And this is the same well which is mentioned in the story which I just narrated. So it is kind of scary, but I don't know if the video is true or not, because when I spoke to Jay, this was off camera, he told me that it is not 100% true. They created that just to create the video, just for entertainment purpose. But you never know, just watch the video, just for fun, just for entertainment. You can enjoy that video. Let me look for the episode. So it's so well put up regarding the Masons. Okay, the Vasai Fort. Fort looks dangerous even during the, yeah. In the last stream only I discussed, the Vasai Fort is kind of scary. Just give me 1 minute. So anyone else? Anyone? It's time now for me to end, but अपना वसे का बंदा आ गया है, तो I thought why not wait for a while. If anyone would like to join. Divyani is saying the Rajiv Gandhi Zoom is also haunted. Okay, where is this? Zoom or Zoo? Okay, I think so. It's Zoo. Yeah, it's Zoo. People are not allowed to be inside after 6 p.m. Yes, yes. Zoo in Baikala. Yes. I know about this. This is also uh, Haunted. There are many places actually in Mumbai. It is haunted. Just give me a minute. 1 minute. Problem. There is a pro. Okay, now there are 6 people live. There is one Divyani. Who are the other 5 people? Because now it's time to end the live stream because Foki, I think so. Yeah, Foki. It's what's your real name, buddy? Are you still there? Are you planning to join in the stream? Let me know. If not, then I will end the stream. And 6 people live. Divyani is there. Who are the other people? Can you say the final goodbye for the week? You can say thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Priyanka is still there. Yeah. There are episodes made on it to make the audience aware. Okay. No problem, Foki. Maybe later. But what's your name? Is this your real name or this is your social media name? Anyways, I'll wait for another 2 minutes. It is 2 hours 36 minutes. So we will wrap it up in 2 hours 40 minutes. There's 4 minutes left. So I'll just give you a couple of updates. First of all, thank you. Good night. Stream is over. Secondly, I'm planning to do live streams twice in a week. So Saturday is what I decided. But this Saturday, I am not sure because I have some prior commitments. So I'm really not sure if this Saturday, but I've decided that Tuesdays, Saturdays, or else if not Saturdays, then Sundays. This is one thing. Secondly, now I am doing live streams. I am narrating horror stories. I'm reading some books as well, and I'm converting that as well into episodes. Now I want to know what next. Now Alex has given me a couple of suggestions. What next should I do on my channel? What you would like me to do? Like, don't tell me to dance naked and all. That I will not do. But anything related to like any different kind of episodes you want, uh, let me know. Whatever you want, or any guest you want me to invite, I'll try to invite that guest. Whatever something new you want me to do, let me know. Priyanka, thanks and good night. Karan, good night. Priyanka, we will visit the haunted house. Hey, don't visit, don't. Ah, yes, I read it. When Desmond comes down to Pune, yes, when I come, we will make a vlog and we will put it on my channel. We'll cover the haunted places. Karan is saying, do you have any Salala stories from Oman? Yes, I do have a Salala story. So before we end, okay, I will tell. Anyways, 3 minutes are there. So a very short story. I don't know if you will call this a horror story or no, but this happened with me and my wife. So after the lockdown, we decided to go to Salala. So we stay in Muscat. Salala is almost 12, 13 hours drive from here. So we had taken a bus and we went. Now, due to COVID time, not a lot of people were visiting that place. And there is a particular time which you have to visit. It's called as Kharif season. Kharif means like it rains and there is greenery XYZ and the temperature drops down, so it's very cool. But we did not go during that time. We went during the normal summer time, so it was hot. But anyways, we were getting our break during that time, so we decided to go, and this was in the month of June. So it was first time I was going there, and obviously my wife also. It was the first time, so went by bus. We rented a car. Now we had made an itinerary where we decided that we'll go here, there. So we reached in the morning. We got fresh, and in the afternoon we decided to go to Job's tomb. And Job's tomb is a very important figure in the Bible as well as in Islam. A tomb means it's a grave. So if you research about Job, the prophet, or you can't say a disciple, or like a character in the Bible, research about him. It's a very interesting story. So his tomb is there. So we decided that we'll go there. Now his tomb is on the hilltop. Okay, and we are in the city. We have to go there. It is taking 40-45 minutes. We drove there and we reached there around 3 o'clock. And according to the top 10 places in Salala to visit, this comes on first. So when we reach there, there is no one. It is locked. Okay, the gates are locked and there is no one. Dead silence at 3 o'clock. So me and my wife, we come out and we go near the gate just to see if we can sneak in and see the tomb and come back. But it was not possible because the gate also was big enough and there was no place to go in, right, left, whatever. Now we were just about to turn ourselves and go towards the car. There are three guys coming. Now there are two, you cannot say guys, there are two kids, and there is one guy who was like 15-16 years old. Okay, he came towards us and he was asking, like, where are you from, this, that, and all, but he was all talking in Arabic. He was a actual local person from there. So I said, Mafi malum means I don't know Arabic. And then I said that, we are going tata bye bye. So he stopped us and he started questioning. So I felt something wrong. And normally, you feel something wrong, when such incidents happen. So I felt something wrong and I told my wife, you go and sit in the car. I told that in Hindi, and she went and sat in the car. So I spoke to him for more 10 seconds and I said, you know thank you. And then I started coming towards my car. So now I sat in the car, and just before closing the door, this guy is straight on my face. He caught the door with his hand and he straight came on my face. And the thing what he did after this fucked me and my wife till, like, no, to date we are shit scared of that incident. So what he did is he put his head inside and he started doing weird actions, in the sense that he started doing this way and he started doing this way. So what he was trying was, he was pointing at my wife and he was telling me, please allow to fuck her. I got mind fucked. But the thing was, where he came so close, at that second I didn't know what to do. I just freezed. Then I said, nay, no, please, 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 please. I just pushed him and I closed the door and I locked it. Meanwhile, I told you about the two other kids, that two other kids had gone somewhere else. And when I started driving the car, I could see that two other kids getting a knife, a small knife, and coming towards us. But meanwhile, I already pushed this guy and I started driving. Now I seen from the mirror, they both, like, all three guys, they were laughing, and it was a very scary incident. So it is not a horror story, but it was a scary incident for us, because if I would not react the way I reacted, now Desmond and my wife too would be there with Job. Because definitely he would have killed me and he would have done some nonsense with my wife. And very, 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 extremely, extremely scary. It is an horrifying incident which happened with us. Karan, by any chance, where are you from? Are you from the Middle East? How do you know about the city? Forky, paranormal investigation. Yes, when we go to Pune, we are going to investigate and we are going to get scared. Vlog clog. Yeah. Vlog. Sure. Go ahead with the Salala story. Prophet Ayub Job. Correct. Who is this? Elo. New person. Elo. Bapre. Divyani saying. Gut feeling never lies in this case. Yes, actually, when he started, actually what happened was, that guy, that the local guy, he started looking at my watch, he started looking at my phone. He's asking where you got this from, whose car it is, all different questions. So I felt, and it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it felt like benchot, no one is there, only there. And it was on the top of the hill. So it was extremely scary. So, and then guess what, we started driving, we reached the hotel, and that evening we did not come out of the out of the room, and we were shit scared. Okay, so now we wanted to uh, take some, like Pepsi XYZ. So we went to a nearby, like a supermarket. And when we went to a nearby supermarket, we could feel that, and we were in a new city, so we could feel that everyone is looking at us. Actually, it was not that, it was just our mind playing, because we were so terrified that anyone was coming, we were getting scared. And then we were just in the room, we did not go out anywhere that day. And then next day, somehow, we managed to go to different places, and then our mind was little bit okay, but we were scared. Scary experience, man. How did you manage to lock the door? Lock the door means that the automatic lock is there, na? Because the windows was anyway stop. Okay, it was just that the door, I was just about to close the door. He caught the door and he opened, and he straight came in front of my face, and he started doing that, uh, you know, uh, actions. The thing is, see, it's not that has man, I did not get angry. I did get angry, and if I would be with a different set of people, like if I would be with my guy friends, then we would have fucked him and we would have done all nonsense with him. But the thing is that I was alone there. If something would have happened, if he would push me, or if he would do something, and then he would have done something to my wife, then it would be more scary. So just because my wife was there, I did not wanted to take any wrong action. Maybe I would have dropped her to the hotel and come back and fucked him. That is different. But I didn't have the balls to come back again. It was very scary. Because the thing is, when you're with your wife, you have to keep her safety more as compared. He would have killed me, or if he would have harmed me, it would be okay. But he was just continuously looking at her, and he was giving that very rapist kind of vibe. So that was scary. Karan is from Mumbai. Okay. As in, yeah, I just pulled the door and I pressed that automatic lock. So it just locked. Because he tried to open the door after that, but he could not open because I pressed that automatic, to lock all the doors. Yeah, 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 yeah. Really scary, man. Really scary. Yeah. Any other stories you would like to know? What do you feel? No good thinking. Being macho wasn't required at this time. Yes, I felt that, because if I would say, "Eh, kya kar raha hai, eh, marega teko, ye lauda lasun bhenjo," there would be 10 people maybe hiding somewhere, and they would have come and they would have captured me, and you never know. That is why when I'm with a female, I always prefer their safety. Drop them home, then come back and jitna marne ka hai maro, but not, don't do hushari when you are with a female, like your wife, mother, sister, whoever it is. If it would be Priyanka, then I would say, लेके जाओ, लेके जाओ, हमका कुछ नहीं, लेके जाओ, ताबान, ताबान, ताबान. Divyani is saying, any story from Mumbai, the peak area like Church Gate, Andheri, and so forth. What do you think? I'm some storyteller or what? You're asking me questions. You got this. Yeah, yeah. There is one story from this I heard on Jose's podcast. Now for you guys, I can repeat that. Yeah, Robin, I was going to tell you that only. Any Mumbai local train stories? Yes. I heard this on Jose's podcast. Maybe you all must have heard, maybe you all have not, but I will tell you. I don't remember the complete story, but I will just break it down into a short story kind of thing. I don't know everything in detail. So it was, I think so, the last local which is going from Churchgate to Virar, and at one particular station which is Kandivli side, there used to be one female who used to enter the train, and right after the next station, I mean, right before the next station, coming, she used to just jump off. So she's sitting with you, not saying anything, and then suddenly she will get up and she'll go running, screaming out, and she will jump off. And this is not an incident witnessed by one person. This is an incident witnessed by couple of different people. So that was the that was the story. That was the story where they witnessed a girl entering the train in Kandivli, sitting quietly without saying anything. But suddenly, before the next stop, she'll get up, and when she gets up, she'll scream and she'll run out and out of the door. Sala, I'll be the one fighting. Yes, Priyanka, girl power. You should fight. Qatar Airways. Come on, keep fighting. You tell the story. Tell. What the fuck? Not heard the story. It is not even a story. It's just a. It's just an incident which I heard. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I have a story which another friend had come on my channel and shared that story. And but back then I used to not do live stream, so I had made that into an episode. Basically, it's a haunted apartment in Malad. Okay, and so there is a family. Okay, to begin with, again I will introduce the characters and then I'll tell the main story. So the main character is Divyani, and Divyani has a brother. His name is Larry. Okay, so Divyani and Larry, they are brother and sister, and they have their parents. Now they are staying in a rented apartment because where they used to stay, that went on redevelopment. So the builders told the owners that you all go to a different rented apartment, and in 1 or 2 years time this building will be ready. So now they shifted to Malad, and they were staying in this apartment. Now before I start with the story, always keep in mind that you should not have a lot of mirrors at home, because they say that is an open there's an it's like an open gate inviting the entity from the other world to enter our world. Okay, so the story begins where this family, Divyani, Larry, and her parents shift to this Malad house. And now Divyani has a boyfriend as well. He's staying somewhere in Malad, but little bit far away. So Divyani's boyfriend name is Robin. So one night Divyani is having a conversation with Robin, and then suddenly Divyani feels that someone pulled her blanket. So basically, she and her brother were staying in one room, and her parents were staying in another room, and they had bunk beds. So Divyani was on top and Larry was down. So Divyani felt that someone pulled her blanket, and this kept happening that night. So she told Robin. So Robin said that, check with Larry, maybe he might be pulling a prank on you or whatever. So she checked, nothing happened. She Larry said, "No, no, it's not me." So then what happened is every night she could feel and experience something. So then they decided that it is Larry, who's doing all this, and they questioned him like, why are you troubling your sister, because she is now mentally disturbed and she's getting scared and XYZ. So now, since it became so serious, Larry said, no, I can take swear on anyone, but I'm not doing this. So they understood, okay, it's not Larry, then who is this doing it? So then they realized that there is a spirit in the house. Now there is a history behind the spirit as well, but before telling you that, let me complete the story. So what used to happen is, whenever that incident used to happen, like pulling of the blanket, or someone touching your head, or you feel that someone is there in the room XYZ, she used to always feel that. And in particular, only uh, Divyani used to feel that. Then after that, they found out the history from the owner, that basically this apartment was, you can say, like a beauty parlor, which was been running in this flat, in this apartment. And then someone passed away, someone died in that house because of some reasons that no one knows. So the mirrors and XYZ was still there in that house. So the ghost who died, it was basically of some old female or something who had come to do her normal routine work in whatever they do in the beauty parlor, and then she passed away. And because of that, she could uh, you know because of that, she started possessing these people, because no one was staying after that, after that female dying. So she didn't wanted anyone to stay there, and she wanted them to move out from that apartment. So that is why she started possessing, not possessing, but yeah, kind of haunting this female called as Divyani. But the strange part was that no one else in the family, like Divyani's brother Larry or Divyani's parents, did not feel anything. But then eventually, after the 1 year contract, uh, they left that apartment and they went somewhere else. But the thing is, now we don't know actually if it was only Divyani's imagination, or if actually Divyani witnessed this. Because the thing is, no one else in the family experienced, only she experienced. So it's still a question, but no one has the answer. Divyani is saying the person heart will come in their mouth if they have to experience a girl run and jump off. Yeah, actually, the story what I told about the local train. Just imagine, because some stories, if you read, you will not get scared. But if you imagine that happening with you, then you will get shit scared. Just imagine you're sitting and just doing something on your phone. Suddenly, one girl gets up and the train is empty. It's a last local, so obviously, train is empty. So get up, just jump out of the train. Pinchot, you will not know what to do. Larry, my bro. Guys, can you hear me by any chance? Am I still live or am I not live? Because I'm getting a notification from StreamYard that there is an audio issue. I'm not sure now. And am I still live or not live? Yeah, I'm still live. What is this? My god. Fuck. There was a troller which came and it said StreamYard audio. I just clicked on that hinge, pornography started. Ooh, trollers, trollers. You have to be extremely careful because they can hack your account and they can do all shit. Anyways, thank you, Divyani, and thank you everyone who was there. It's 3 hours, exactly 3 hours. There are 7 people uh, live right now. Last chance. Anyone, anyone would like to join the stream and share your experience can do that right now. Okay. If not, I'll be ending the live stream in another 1 minute. So if anyone is there, you can join in. Why, by the way, why is Robin why is Robin not coming and sharing? There is one hospital in Pune, Divyani is saying, and one of the wards are closed down due to a nurse haunting it. She died due to some reason, but she was a very dedicated nurse and she had to wake up everyone. So now she keeps waking up. There is another thing that today in the morning only I was talking to my wife when I was dropping her. So she's by profession a teacher and she teaches in a school which is almost running for more than 20, 30 years. Okay. So I asked her, is there is no ghost story or nothing horror in your school? So she told me there is one wing of the building, you know, where after particular hour, like after 6 or 7, no one goes there because there was a teacher who passed away and they could hear noises and her voices after she passed away, but this was long time ago. So sometime they have annual function, sports day, xyz, so they wait till long because yeah, last night it was teachers day celebration, so my wife came home at 10 o'clock. So she was telling me because yesterday only they were having a conversation, all the teachers. At night the nurses who would feel sleepy, oh yeah, she would wake she would wake them up. Man, I'm working right now or office time, bro. robin tells Robin told me last time in my stream that you have it on weekend, but मैं weekend पे किया था but you had not come. I want you once, only once, that you come on my live stream, not now because I know you're working, but एक बार एक चुटकी सिंदूर only एक बार you come and you share your story or anything. I just like to talk because I keep telling every time. See, I can narrate stories in a much better way, like I putting background music XYZ and release the episode. But mainly, I like live streams to discuss, to have conversation. Now, Divyani and Priyanka came such a wonderful conversation. It is so live streams are more about that. I remember Shami sharing a story of her colleague in Mumbai where she was working. The colleague son of a 2 year had the spirit in him of her father-in-law. Oh yeah, I think so. Oh shit, Divyani, you forgot to share that incident. What happened with y'all in Mumbai? You were about to say, and then I was reading the chats and this and that and all. But that story for the next live stream. Okay, I think so. Done. Uh, like always, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for supporting me, for liking the streams. Continue, joining the streams and supporting me, coming and sharing the stories. Do a lot of things which will make my channel grow slowly and slowly. So do come on my next live stream as well. Most probably it will be on Sunday, I guess. Saturday I'm kind of busy. So Sunday, I hope so. So keep supporting me, keep coming on my live streams, and let me know what suggestions, like, what should I do next. So do tell me that as well. So thank you everyone, really really had a fun conversation. Robin, Alex, Divyani, Priyanka, and then there was Belissa Fernandes, then Forky, a new person who found my channel. I hope you enjoyed. Karan was there. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone else. Yeah, this were the main people. And if you haven't checked out any of my other episodes, do check it out after the live streams. You can go to my YouTube channel, go to playlist, okay, and click on any of the playlists like Ghost. There is Goa horror series, then there is short horror series. So you can just click the playlist and continue enjoying my episodes. Also, I am, you can say, kind of this close in terms of getting my channel monetized. It will really help me if you support me in that by watching my episodes till the end, liking, sharing, so that we can grow as a community. I can take a plan, and I can pay for this plan and upgrade my camera. I can upgrade the plan. I can do much more things. So yeah, this was the tata bye bye message. So thank you everyone, and i shall I shall see you in my next live stream. Ciao. Ciao. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I love you all, and I will see you soon.